Yep. How you doing, people? Nice to see you. Welcome to Micks Mowers Saturday Night Live with me, Mick. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all doing fantastic. It's a bit of a rush tonight, to be fair, only because I was a bit busy in the old shack, and I've been working on a Honda Izzy today, so I got a bit engrossed in that. The Mrs. Peter, can I go and cut the lawn? And I said, yeah, I can do, but I haven't really got a lawnmower. I know it sounds a bit daft, but I've sold me Balmoral 20, me 17, I think is sold. So I haven't really got a decent cylinder mower other than my Ransom Marquis, which is tucked away inside a vintage shed. I don't really just want to fire that up for a quick cut. So Mrs. P's got her own Honda Izzy, which I got going for a little while ago. That's her mower. So I cut it with that. So I did that today. She's been busy weeding bits and bobs, and I got a bit engrossed in the shed doing what I was doing. I've done 1 or 2 videos today, which is what it is. When I had a gentleman come over to buy some machines off me, some spares or repair machines, which I want to get rid of, which is nice. He took away 5 pieces of equipment, which is nice. Put some readies in my old pocket, so lovely. So I've been doing that. So I've been a bit busy. Just had my lunch. Had a nice beef burger with a salad beef burger sort of thing. You know what I mean? Just a nice salad with some homemade beef burgers, which was nice. Riley Boy's had a bath and washed behind his ear rolls and gone straight to bed, so he's happy. He's been busy up and down the yard today, up and down Shadow Meter today, just busy, in and out doing videos with me and just making a general nuisance of himself, which is what we love him for. So he's been busy. So yeah, I come down. I had about 15 minutes to spare. I see Ken sent me a text on Instagram and say no live tonight. It's starting to panic, and of course there's a live. Everything's in hand. Everything's in hand. Give us a thumbs up in the chat if you can hear me. That'd be great. 44 in the house. Just make sure you can hear me and see me. And then we'll get on with the show, shall us? Let's just make sure I'm not waffling to myself and no one can hear me. We can hear and can see. Lovely. That's cool. Right. Anyone that wanted a sticker, I think Anders. Is it Anders? I think I'm saying your name right. Anders and somebody else. Somebody lives up Stoke-on-Trent way or something like that. Anyone that won a prize or wanted some stickers, they're posted. They were posted today, so they're going to be late. But hopefully they'll turn up all good to go. So that's that. So yeah, today I've been working on a Honda Izzy. Now a bloke sent me, he messaged me. It's in a video coming. I'm going to do a video on it. I'm halfway through doing a video. A bloke messaged me. I think he's about 83 years old. No, that's not him. It's another bloke. He's about 74. He messaged me and he said, I've got a load of machines here. If you want them, you can have them for nothing. Come and get them. In fact, then he said, I'll deliver them. Okay. So I said, we know me. You know what I'm like? I said, yeah, fine. Bring them over. So he had about 5 or 6. He's given me 4 vintage Atcos, various sizes from 12-inch to 17-inch maybe. A Honda Izzy, which is on the bench right now. And a Lacia with a GX100 side valve Honda on top, one of them, and I think one other as well. So it's just a few bits of machinery, which is cool. So the Honda, the paintwork was absolutely shocking, but the deck is solid. So that is currently being stripped. Do you want to see it? That's currently being stripped off. Let me show you. So it's currently on the bench. It's not black. That's the rust treatment I put on. That was clear earlier on, and obviously where the rust treatment's gone on, anywhere where there's rust, it goes black. So you can see how rusty that deck was. So that's coming. That's coming on at the moment. We're doing that. So the engine's down over the back there. The engine runs okay, but yeah. So we're working on that today. Let's put my old camera back. Have it up there a bit. Have it up there. What else are we doing? Did a video today of how to remove ethanol from your E10 fuel if you're using E10 fuel, or if we progress a bit further on in time and E95 goes. Obviously, we're going to be going down the route of more biofuel and what have you. So I did a video today on how to remove the ethanol from your fuel and how to put octane booster in there, how to make it, a bit safer for your engines. Because once the cordless comes in and what have you, the only things I think that are going to be running still is is mainly your vintage stuff in years to come. So that's why I'm going down the vintage road a little bit as well. Keep your vintage stuff running, which is important. So I did that video today, and I've been working on other bits and pieces too. Busy week on nights this week as well, so I've been very, very busy. My internet says it's shocking for some reason. Internet says it's very, very unstable. It might bounce back. Connection is unstable. If you're on Wi-Fi, try and plug it in. It is plugged in. It may bounce back. We'll see how we get on. I'm up to refresh my old laptop. Let me make sure I'm on the right Wi-Fi. A little blurry, yeah. It's coming back now. It's coming back. It's gone now. So it's all right. Okay. So it's because I think I come from the house, and it was transferring from the house internet to this internet. That's what it is. So that's that. Done a video on there. Nothing in parts wise, I don't think, apart from the spray paint ready for the Izzy, which I started buying that in yesterday. So that'll be done. A nice champagne gold I've used, which hopefully will be good. Also got my t-shirt. Bomb from Mend It Man. His lovely wife Laura is doing t-shirts now. So tap him up. They're £175 each. It's cheap. They're not. But he sent me a t-shirt. So thank you very much, Mend It Man, for that. Much appreciated, buddy boy. It's a little bit on the rent-a-tent size. I think you've been getting your t-shirt sizes from Ken. It is a little bit big, but I'll grow into it. So thank you very much for that, Mend It Man. Go and check him out. He is a cool bloke and does want a bit of help just to get his numbers up. So go and check that. Let me check my monetization whilst we're mucking about. If you haven't yet given me a thumbs up in the for the live stream, do so. I'd like to try and get to 100 thumbs up before the stream has finished. Yep, my own limited adverts. Let's just request that and get rid of that, can't we? Request a review. Get rid of it. Put adverts on it. Right, that's done. Get rid of it. Done. Finished. Back into the room we go. So that's cool. What's up with the camera? I think it's just the internet, brother. When I get some people up here on the panel, what I generally do, I just reset my internet to just boost it, and it sorts itself out. So that's that. Bloke turned up today, as I said. He wanted some machines. I had 4 cylinders, just your Quocast ones. My friend Michael gave me a job lot, and they just don't sell very well down this neck of the woods. The cylinders, unless it's a Balmoral or something a bit tasty. So I just job locked them, just knocked them out. Just because they're taking up space, And then also I had a phone call, an email first off, and then a phone call off a gentleman. He is 83 years old, 83, 84. And he rang me out. I rang him up and I had a chat. He lives up Epsom Downs way. And he's got 30 to 40 lawnmowers they want to do a deal on. Some Atco Balmoral, some haters, 56s, 48s, 41s, some other stuff. So it looks like I'm going to get about 30 or 40 mowers coming in. It's for good money. I can make money on it all day long. So I might have to go up there and go and sort him out and have a word of him and bring back 30 lawnmowers. So that'd be good. I'm looking forward to that. But of course, I'm not doing anything because once a weekend's gone, we're Saturday night now. Once a weekend's gone, of course, I'm heading up to Lincolnshire on my own. Mrs. P staying here with Nana and what have you. I'm heading up to Lincolnshire to go and show my support for Gary, Stacey, Martin, Sharon, and the Butler family because they're going to be laying their beautiful daughter to rest on Tuesday at 11 o'clock. So I'm going to be going up there. So I'm going to be out the way of it a bit. My phone will be turned off pretty much for the entire trip, apart from answering to Mrs. P. So if anyone wants to ring me, email me, or ask a question via Instagram, you're not going to get an answer. It's as simple as that. I've got other things much more important to do. So I've got to go and do that. That's Monday, Tuesday. So I'm going to leave here about 7:30 in the morning, get there for about 1:30 with a pee break in between, and go to the old travel lodge. And I did see Martin's video this week. He's on about me going around to go and see him for a cup of tea, slice of cake, and whatever. So probably go and do that as well. Go and see Martin and Sharon and whatever and go and say hello, which should be good. And then do the funeral. And then I think we got a wake, what we call a wake, in some tea rooms or something after the funeral. And I should stay there for about an hour, give or take, have a chat, have a natter, and then I should make my way back down south. I've got about a 5-hour drive. Although I did look at Google Maps today, it said 4 hours, but the other day, look, it said 5.5. So depends on the time of day, I suppose. So that's that. I'm not looking forward to it. Really, I'm not. It's going to be a right proper dark glasses moment. I know it is. It's going to be a very, very upsetting moment for lots of people. No one likes a funeral at best of times, do they? But even worse when it's for a child, even worse. But anyway, I'm going to go up there and show our support, and then we'll go from there. So it should be good. Hopefully, all will go well. In the US, wake in the evening before the viewing. Okay, well, yeah. We either call it a wake or a bun fight. Over here, we call it a bun fight. Stupid question. LT and H adjustments on a carb. What's T? Tick over. So that's that. That's what I'm doing. Apart from that, don't forget me 10,000 subscriber giveaway. That will be coming when we get a bit closer. We're nearly there, people. We're nearly there. I think I was up to nearly 9,500. Nearly. I'm a little way off that, but I'm nearer there than anywhere else. We're up to 9,422. So I've got another 422 subscribers since I last hit a 9K. So that's good. Looking forward to that. So that's what I've been doing. Let's see who's in the chat. We'll have a little go from there. Pop out chat might be better. It's gonna move. I've got 65 in the house. Give us some thumbs up, people. Ken Small Engines was first, I believe. For a minute, I thought no life. Ken, relax, baby. Everything's in control. Everything's controlled out, man. I've got it sorted. You haven't got to worry about it, Ken. Finger is on the pulse. Fun thing to do with Tech Sparky. Hi, buddy. Hobby Mower. Hello, Micks Mowers. Saturday night fun time. Yeah, nice to see it. Jungle Bob Repair. Hello, Mick. Can't watch the whole thing. Just popped in to say hello, and I hit the thumbs up. Well, Jungle Bob, no, that's fine, mate. I understand fully. People are busy. Let me make that chat a bit bigger. My eyes aren't as good as they used to be. Hobby Motor Function Tech Sparky. Nev Taylor in the house. No, Nev. Nice to see you, mate. Are you doing okay? Tinkering Taylor. Hobby Motor, Ken Small Engines. Micks Mowers gets a thumbs up. Hello, Mick Hardy. Just watched your upload today. Loved it. Loved it how Riley and hope Mrs. P are all okay. Yeah, they're fine, mate. Yeah, all doing good. Mrs. P's indoors watching Netflix. Mendit Man's in the house. Mick, I was number 2. Number 2 what? What was your number 2? You done the poo? Number 2. Could have been. Henry Milwaukee. Hello, Henry boy. Mel Hank. How you doing, buddy boy? Martin Budget. Hello, Mick. All good. Can't stay. Out for anniversary. 7 years. Congratulations. To the most beautiful lady, Tracy. Happy anniversary, Tracy. I hope Martin has sport you rotten. And if he hasn't, bend his ear roll. Ken, Mendit Man in the house. There he is. Mendit Man t-shirt. Got one. He sells them. He does. Hobby Motor. Mac 210. Hello, mate. Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on in. Mick Hardy again. You're all chatting. They're right on that. You like, aren't you? Tinkering Taylor. Mendit Man. Hi, Pete. Yeah, okay. The next few weeks I plan to do clutch on the HR194. Like the one we were chatting about. Okay, you've been chatting to each other. That's cool. Pete Froud in the house. Hello, Pete. Thanks for popping on in. Fix it or strip it. Neil. Hello, Neil. I was watching you, Neil. Neil, are you into your reggae music? All seems to be reggae music in the background. You're going to watch that, mate, because when you get monetized, you won't be able to monetize your videos because you've got music in the background, mate. You have to take it all out or take it all down. Anders, hello, mate. Yeah, your parcel's been posted, Anders. It's on its way. Dickie. Hello, Dickie. I hope all is well. Yeah, everything's good, mate. Thank you very much. Hobby Motor. That jumped massively. That jumped a lot. That jumped hugely. We go again. Mendit Man. Is that done? I bet, yeah. Tinkering Taylor. Snoops. Hello, Snoopy RC. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Just watching capital letters, me old buddy boy. Ken Small Engines, my mate. Bill. Hello, Bill. Nice to see you. Roger McDonald. Hello, Roger, mate. Nice to see you. Brandon from BS Small Engines. Chris Wilson in the house. Hello, Chris. Jason Hughes. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing okay. Paul E. Hello, I think that's Paul E. Mick, hope you're in a family well. Yeah, we are, mate. Thank you very much. Ethan in the house. All right, Mick. How's things? Yeah, all good. Thank you, mate. Yeah, we're doing good. Edward Bloke. Hello, mate. Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on in. Daz at 84. Loud and clear, he says. Catch a cow. How you doing? Nice to see you. All good here in London, Mick. Fantastic. Up your smoke. Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on in. Hello, Vinny. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Hi to Riley and all the family. All tech in the house. So all tech. Nice to see you. 74 in the house. That's lovely numbers. Give us a thumbs up, please. You can do it on your phone, tablet, or computer. Tim Grasscutter Palmer. Hello, Mick and chat. Edward Thomas in the house. Hello, Edward Thomas. Mick Hardy. Roger McDonald's in the house. All tech anymore in here? There must be a lot of people watching that aren't just chatting. Hello, Danny. Nice to see you. Hello, Mick. Hope you and your family doing well. Yeah, doing well. Thank you, mate. Hope you're doing well too. Grass cut Palmer. Edward Bloke, Vinny, done you. Dazza. Yeah, haven't thought about running a Cat 6 cable from the house rather than Wi-Fi, Mick. It's much more stable. Yeah, but the thing is, could run Cat 6, right? But in my house is Nana, Mrs. P, Riley Boy, Ethan, Josh, and Brandon, right? Xbox, gaming PC, 13 iPhones, 13 iPads, Netflix, Sky Router. Yeah, it's all linked into there. This one here has just got one internet only. Now, it used to work absolutely A1. Did never miss a beat. All of a sudden, one day, I think we turn the old current down and touch on it. It seems to hold in now. I don't know what it is. It used to work on 4K, lush. Or 4Gs work lovely. Absolutely brilliant. It never missed a beat. But I'm running on 3 at the moment because whenever I go on to 4, it always restricts it. I don't know what's going on, so I have to get hold of them. But hopefully we'll go through it. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. T idle, yeah, exactly that, yeah. Vinny. Also, I have fish water treatment, which make water a lot safer. Okay. Minute Man in the house says Minute Man. He does t-shirts. Minute Man t-shirt. I've got one. Chris Wilson. I see. Laura sent Martin and Sharon some cupcakes. I was a bit depressed about that. There might be some left when I turn up. Chris B in the house. Hello, Chris B. Nice to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Mr. Rogers in the house. Glenn Rogers. Hi, Tim. Backgrass cutting. Nice to see you. My mate Joe's in the house. Hello, Joe. Hello, Mick. From South Texas. Nice to see you, buddy boy. Hope you're doing okay. That jumped again. Hang on, jumped again. I think I got most of you. Brucey's shopping the house. Hello, Brucey boy. Nice to see you. Andrew, hello. Hope you're well. All the best from Ireland. Nice to see you, Andrew, mate. Nice to see you. Can't wait to go back to Ireland. Hello, Jace. I think I've missed going over to Ireland. I haven't been for nearly 2 years now. Peter, hello, Mick. The Butlers. Give the Butlers our condolences from the YouTube family. I will do, mate. I will do. Nice to see you. Hello, Frank. Nice to see you. Evening, Mick, he says. Nice to see you, buddy boy. Thanks for popping in. Partners in the house. Hello, Partnest. Who's that on there? That's a new one. Didn't see that one before. Evening all. First time here. Thank you very, very well. What is that name? Ant Cannon. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for popping on in. Hope you're doing okay. AJP Garden Machines. Bish Bash Bosh. We're done. I think that's it. Richard. Oh, hello, Richard Rogers as well. Hello, mate from London. Nice to see you, Richard, mate. Thanks for popping on in. I'm down south. So let's get me old my banners up. There's my community guidelines. Bish Bash Bosh. There we are. Right. If you can't abide by them, you know where to go. I run a very, very clean stream here. I don't tolerate any misbehaviour, any mucking about. If you do, my moderators who are dressed in blue will just get rid of you. It's as simple as that. They don't put up with it. We run a very, very clean stream here. And if you want to come in and muck about and all the rest of it, that's fine. We have a great laugh and a joke. Don't get me wrong. We have a fantastic time. But if you want to muck about and you know, and be offensive, what have you, or racial or religion, or you don't do any of that, don't do it. So if you want to come here and muck about, my moderators will delete your comment. They time you out, then they'll hide you, and you're gone. Okay. And anyone that was hidden last time, I haven't brought back from this week. So that's what it is. Okay. So if you muck about, that's what it is. Peter Kane, hello, Mick. Enjoyed the video today. I like to see through the petrol can so you can actually see how much fuel you have. Yeah, exactly that. Now, lots of people, you know, are sort of saying about the ethanol. I had some good comments on there, you know, some real good comments, and some were like, "Oh, I can't be asked for that, Mick." You know, well, that's your choice. You know, you've got the option. I think 5 litres of pre-mixed fuel over here for 5 litres, about 30 quid, 35 quid. So, you know, it's up to you. Where is a marksman, Dick Small Engines? He will be sniping somewhere. He'll be ready to snipe. He'll be in the background. You worry about Dick. He's there with a ghillie suit on. He'll be there. You worry about Dick Small Engines. So yeah, I had a mixed bag of comments, you know, because some people it's not for them. Some people it is. Some people say, "Oh, just buy E95 fuel." Well, you go and buy that. It's fine as long as it's available. Go and get it. But what happens when it ain't available, or if you go to a petrol station and they ain't got it? So you've got a choice to make, you know. It's all good music. And my brothers. I was given permission to use. Okay, I'm just saying, mate. That's fine. Yeah, no worries, Neil. Just as long as you know, mate. Because when I did mine, I had a load of music on my the radio, and I had about 100 videos, 50 videos. I had to take all the music out of it and it ruined them. So yeah, I'm just saying, just watch it, mate. You know. Hello, Mick. All in the chat from Jason Summers. Nice to see you all well. Yeah, cool. So yeah, a bit of a mixed bag on the old video, which is good. I like to have a bit of interaction on the videos because that way I know what you're thinking. Otherwise, just leave me a thumbs down and get on with your day. Yeah, it don't do anything. Remember, E10 means 10% maximum. Yeah, thereabouts. I don't think they measure it right. But we definitely reduce it by about 10%. Definitely, by 10% we reduce it. And what about all that bio product on the top as well? You know what I mean? So Breezy's botch. Hello, Breezy, mate. Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on in. So I think it's a good video, and it's not a massive process to go through. It's just an overnight thing, So if I'm gonna in future, I'm gonna get a different container. I'm gonna buy a 25-litre container. I'll put 20 litres of E10 in it when it's all in. I should buy 10 litres of it. I'll stick 4 litres of water in there, give it a shake up, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm going to devise, like on the old 2-stroke machines. I don't know if I've got any here. The little rubber bungs that go on the tank of a 2-stroker? I'm going to drill a hole in my tank with a tap on it and put a bung up in there. And I'll put it up near the filing cabinet. I can just have a little tap, turn it off. Boom, where you go. You know what I mean? Frank, Mick, have you ever had an engine you could not get going? Yes, loads. Yes, loads. Oh, loads. Yeah, definitely. I know it seems like lots of videos I do, they all run, but some I've got running, and then a week later they've come back in because they've packed up. So yeah, exactly that. I don't get them all running, but predominantly lots of machines I get running, they're easy fixes, right? Cannot wait for the start of next season. Lots of mowers won't start. Yeah, exactly that. Ethanol fuel is the reason I am in this hobby. Exactly that, Brucey, me old cupcake. Oh, shock horror. Bruce found his red pliers. Well done, Bruce. Good lad. E5 is better than E10, obvious. I have that E95 nearly all gone. Yeah, exactly. E10's all right. I mean, E10 would be all right in your machines, right? But it's not good for long periods of time. So if you went down to a station and all they have is E10, just buy 5 litres of it. That'd do you. And then in 3 weeks' time, buy E95. Mix it up. It'd be fine. It'll go through. But if you keep running it on the time, then you have problems. Mick, why do you put 2 litres of water? You want roughly 10%. Roughly 10% of what you're putting in is roughly what you want. It's not an exact science, but I put 5 litres in, 2 litres of water, and it come out at nearly 2.25 litres, 10% back out again. So yeah, I mean, as long as there's enough water in there for the ethanol to be attracted to, you could put 5 and 5 in there. Make a difference. The ethanol's only going to be attracted to the water, but I don't want to fill up with 5 litres. It's a lot of water to take out, isn't it? Miracles never cease. Exactly that. Well done, Bruce. yeah, saw your explosion. Yeah. Bruce is good at explosions. Zombie, everyone just stopping by, delivering a rider. Cool, well done, mate. Good on you. The food additives are a great idea, Mick. I'm full of them. Full of I can't see myself. That's all it is. Right, place your bets. Let's place your bets. Let's put a link in. Place your bets. Who's gonna be first? E95. E95 is 95% ethanol. Okay. You would ethanol. You would never want that unless you're racing with fuel injection. Okay. I'll have to say hi. There's too many to do for each one. Yeah, exactly that, Bruce. How do you dispose of your water and ethanol? They got this tank. They got these tanks over at the refuse site. Oil, non-hazardous material, and what have you. So the ethanol is actually non-hazardous because it's bio product. It's like corn oil and stuff, isn't it? So it's not a hazardous material. It's just water. So it go in there. Or I should seek advice when I turn up. But all my oil goes into one thing, and it all goes in the other one. Hi, Mick. Where in Lincolnshire is the funeral? Wootton on Spa, which is near where Martin lives. Oh my! What are you doing down there? Hang on. You shouldn't be down there. Oh no. You didn't email me to say you weren't gonna be here. No, that's it. Out you go. That's it. He's gone. Try again. Wait, don't the petrol stations sell unleaded E98? I think they do, yeah. It's still all available. It's just it's been bought in. And you start sneaking back in here again, don't you? Start that. Yeah, I can see you laughing. I've not seen you for 3 weeks. Right, first in the house, as always, Ken Small Engines. Ooh, a bit big, Ken.
Oh,
right. Let's turn you up a smidge. We're a little bit quiet my end. Only 47%. Next in the house is my mate, Bruce, with his pair of red handled pliers. There he is. Nice to see you, Brucey boy.
Nice to be here. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you are coming through loud and clear today.
I got Mrs. P's laptop.
Oh, you'll be in trouble, then. You'll be in trouble. Next in the house is my drunken Dutch friend, Klaus. There he is.
Welcome back.
Klausy, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Good lad. He's on it. He's on it like a tramp on chips. Who's that down there? Mr. Palmer too. Up he comes. Oh, Timmy boy. Right. So we got 5 or 6 in the house. Bomb. Let's put the link out again. So it looks like there's still quite a debate going on about the E95. Super unleaded is not available in all. No, exactly that. And don't forget, it's like Brucey. Bruce can still get ethanol-free fuel, but some petrol stations don't buy it in. The high octane stuff, the super performance stuff in certain areas because people can't afford it, so they don't buy it in. Your little tiny country places, they don't have it. So it all depends what they got. But at some point, if we're going down this road of ethanol, increased ethanol related products because of a bio product within it, because it's more environmentally friendly, I guarantee you, E10 is only going to get worse. I think someone did say in one of the comments they're on about 15% ethanol in certain states of America that's coming through.
Yeah, they're trying. They're trying.
So yeah, it's only ever going to get worse, So, my advice to you is either listen to me and follow my steps in the video, right? Step 1, or don't listen to me and do your own thing, right? That's your 2 options, baby. And if you don't listen to me, I'll see you in 6 months, and I'll clean your carburetor for you.
Did you say something?
I actually took some of that here, they call it E10, and I did it from five different stations, and I tested it. And surprisingly, a Sunoco brand was only about 2%, and some were as high as like 9.5%. But it's all over. It just means maximum, though. It could be 0. It could be 9.999. So, yeah.
But did you see that lovely layer of sludge?
Oh, yeah.
You see that?
I like the food coloring, though. The food coloring really, gave it some good. You get to it, you can see it.
Exactly that. So, how are we all doing then? What are you up to, Ken? You been up to much?
Back to business, back to fixing stuff. But we're having some nice weather here. 70s. It's absolutely. We got the windows open. I love it. No air conditioning for a change. Oh, nice having fresh air in the house.
So, have you got your is your workshop underway again or not?
It is, but lately, with all the rain we've had, so much stuff has grown. I've just been weeding, and oh my god, it's been crazy. Just the weather has been all wet we just got that Ida the other day. We got 6 inches of rain overnight and flooding all over the place. So now it's all drying out. Yeah,
I hear you. So what have you been working on? Anything good?
Engine, camshaft, and a Briggs Intech, and I've got a couple of push mowers, a couple of 2-strokes, things like that. But I got a big bee's nest underneath a hosta bush that nabbed my kid a couple of times. So last night, a trick that someone told me was dish soap. They say if you squirt the dish soap in the hole, they won't be able to fly, and it gets rid of them. And it looks like it's working. So,
what? Bumblebees, honeybees, minor bees?
They look like yellow jackets, but they're boring into the ground. They actually they take over ant hills, and they make big nests in the ground. And the only time you usually find them is when you step on them or go with your mower. And
I did hear if you wear mankini and slap the hive with a flip flop,
well,
that cures it.
If I had a mankini, I'd be slapping them with something else.
Assault with a dead weapon.
There you go.
Anyway, with that thought now in my head, hi Bruce, how are you?
Not bad.
Good man. What you been up to? Anything good?
Let me see. Oh, an old friend of mine brought in 3 identical lawnmowers, and he hit something hard with each one, and each one had a shared flywheel key and a bent blade. I don't know how you do that with 3 lawnmowers.
This isn't the same bloke that had 3 identical generators, is it, or compressors? Is it?
Nope, different guy.
And cross that because they were there for 9 months.
They sure were. Last year now.
All right, so you've been well. That's kind of nice, Bruce.
They're Tecumsehs, Mick. I hate to tell you, but Tecumsehs do have a.
Cut up.
Yeah, I did it right. I just said T word. That's all.
Tecumsehs do have a softer flywheel key than the Briggses do.
There's just no holding the man back, is there? Has someone got a silly voice thing on their laptop?
Yeah, there's
Tim,
something
speak.
coming.
Tim, speak.
Yep.
Yeah, you, Tim. Yeah, it's you, Tim.
You sound like the chipmunks, Tim.
You sound like. I'll tell you what you sound like. You sound like you got one of them detailing sheep bands around your nuts. That's what it sounds like. You know what they use? When they're docking sheep's tails. They put a little band around it. It sounds like you've been a bit restricted. I'll kick you out, Tim, and come back. Right. I thought I could hear something going on. Who's that down there? There's Anders. Up he comes. Nice to see you. Oh, he's trying to connect. Partner in the house too.
Klaus's cousin, Anders.
Evening, gentlemen of the panel, Nick.
Hello,
Hey,
Klaus,
nice
Anders and Bruce. Now,
Hope you're
what
doing
mentioned the TPs?
No, you don't want to. So you've been working on them then, Bruce. They're the flywheel key with like the little step in them, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not very good, are they?
You know, I actually think they protect the motors better than the Briggses, because the Briggs ones you'll spin a cam gear before you actually pop that flywheel.
There is that. The reason I say they're not very good is they're not very easy to make one if you haven't got one.
No kidding, right? You just can't take a 3/16 and cut it out.
That's what I mean. Do you know what I mean? If you ain't got one, if you've got a little bit of metal, or if you've got a bigger woodruff key, you can just grind that baby down till it fits, right? You know what I mean?
Well, I have parted a Tecumseh out just for that key.
Right.
Because, like I'm a long ways from everywhere. And, well, not just for the key, but that's one of the byproducts of parting one out, right?
Yeah, sure, exactly that. Yeah, exactly that. Well, in fact, I got rid of 4 of those engines today. Absolutely lovely. See the back of them. Apparently, John T says he will be doing the Micks Mowers method. Give it a go. You know what I mean? Give it a go. See what you think about the old ethanol removal gag. You know, it's definitely worth a go if you're in a bit of a tight squeeze. But you commercial guys, or anyone that's even busier than me in my shop. What about you, Bruce? If you can get ethanol free, Bruce, what would you do?
We'll run that question by me one more time.
What would you do if you can't get ethanol free?
Oh, I would go back to what I used to do when I wasn't. I would just. I don't know if stable works or not, but I would use stable and then just run my engines out when they're not in use for more than 3 months.
Yeah.
But in vehicles they're fine, because even if you have a loose gas cap now on a vehicle, you get an alert on your dash. So that's all sealed. That's not going to evaporate out of a vehicle. But lawnmowers, you're exposed to the atmosphere, so that ethanol is going to go poof.
Yeah. Would you about to go somewhere, Bruce? Would you about to go and get a beer or something?
No,
you went to get up. You went to get up and then you stopped.
I was actually going to ask you guys a question. How yellow does fuel have to be before you won't burn it? Like old fuel.
I don't generally. Oh, hang on, I've got someone down there. Hang on, 2 seconds. I've got Mend It Man in the house.
Bruce, if I get it yellow, I just mix it with some good stuff and throw it in my tractor. I'll just use it.
Okay.
Well, are you talking about your own fuel, Bruce, or stuff from other machines?
Actually, it's my fuel, and I have a 9 horsepower pressure pump that sat covered for a year, and the fuel came out pretty yellow. It's my gas, and I ran it through that green funnel that takes away dirt and water, which is kind of fun.
Mr. Funnel.
And now I've got and I rinsed out my old jug, so it's all clean, good, no sediment in it. And I was thinking of using it, and I don't. Lawnmowers can get fussy.
Yeah, but put it in the car or use it as a solvent. Either way.
Yeah,
I do that.
I've got a 20-litre container here, which all my old fuel gets dumped in it. I use it just for cleaning stuff. You know, so I use it.
Right. I do that too. This is pretty nice looking fuel, though. Like, you know how sometimes fuel has oil in it or whatever.
Bruce, I know you're Canadian. Stop being a tight ass and just throw it away and buy new.
Okay. We have. It's our dollar, man.
Look, I've missed him.
Not as bad as the krona.
Did Mendit Man go out? Oh, he's back, is he? He's back. Right. Okay, cool. What about you, Anders? You been busy, mate? I know your internet's a bit glitchy in your workshop. How you doing?
Yeah, fine. How's the connection now?
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's done nothing for your looks, but your connection's okay.
Hi, Anders.
For the looks, it's impossible. Hi, Klaus. Nice to see you.
Hold up. Yes, put you two together, because otherwise you two are going to start yakking the same language, isn't you? Not you two are going to be like.
No, they're different.
Yeah.
Don't start none of that hurdy-gurdy stuff.
He probably understood Klaus's video today.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
I try. So how you doing, Anders? What you been doing, mate? You been busy?
Yeah, thanks. It's been a lot at the work this week, so not so much in the shop, but I was able to finally get my rebuild of my 4-horsepower engine ready. So I'm happy with that for sure.
Good.
Yeah.
Have you got anything? Yeah. You got anything coming in next week? You're looking forward to? Or
yeah,
not? Or is it gonna be a quiet week?
I have a standard yearly service at a Clippo that Klaus and me likes a lot. So
yeah.
That's one is coming in.
He only buys them in because they're cheap.
I wouldn't say they are.
No,
they are not.
Are they not?
No,
parts
they're not.
Are parts are horrible.
It's considered a premium brand, I would say.
Okay, cool.
Or at least was. I don't know. Yeah.
But they look well built. You know, as I said before, they're very similar to our hater sort of quality of build. Well, the old quality anyway. Question there from Michael Roberts: why does a Husqvarna LT100 got weights on the front wheels? Anyone?
If he's dethatching with it in the front, it'll keep it down.
There you go.
On the front. Yeah.
Because usually Thatchers, when you buy a dethatcher for like a 0 turn, they give you suitcase weights for the front of it to keep it down. Because with the thatching, it'll pick up. You know.
Okay. Just go
for plowing too. If you're gonna do some kind of little snow plowing or something, adds a little bit more weight to the front.
Yeah.
Right. Who else we got in there? What about you, partners? What you been up to, buddy? Been up to much?
No, just doing work on my Volvo.
On your Volvo, right?
Yeah. Got a Volvo XC90 as a daily driver.
Yeah.
So
all
that's what I've been doing mostly just lately.
Good. That's what I like to hear. And so it's nice to see you then. I don't, you don't often come up here.
No, but I come on Top Conkers the other day, so I thought I should come on yours now.
Well, don't just think you can just come up here and just grace yourself in my presence, mate. It don't work like that. It don't work like that, old Kiggy. Oh no, no.
You paid it forward with the T-shirt, didn't he?
Invite only here, bruv. Check you out. We got a nice grey one. Have you like grey? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right.
She spelt it wrong. How you doing then, Mendit Man? How you doing? You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. This is going to be the giveaway. I'm over 800 subs now, so there's going to be a giveaway for one of these. So
hold on. You send me a T-shirt, right?
Yeah.
And then you're going to do a giveaway for a T-shirt.
Yeah, but you didn't have to enter the giveaway, did you?
I suppose not.
Because you're like YouTube royalty, aren't you?
Sir Mick.
Yeah, no. I do try.
You take a compliment, Nick. You take a compliment well.
Oh,
I tell you, his curtains remind me of Wonder
even
Bread.
better, bros. Try it. It's great. What's that, Ken?
I'll say his curtains remind me of a Wonder Bread wrapper.
I've seen bedding light that looks like that.
I tell you, don't.
It's like a duvet cover.
Don't go up here. Don't let Mendit Man come up here and start dissing his household. Christ's sake!
I'm just making a comment.
We don't go around there saying that you think you've got to tidy your stuff up. Do you know what I mean? My lord, they're bad, aren't they?
They were Laura's
Anyway.
choice. I'll get Laura in.
Oh my
They're her
God.
choice, not mine.
See? That's what happens, boys. You must start mucking about. You can get the old lady in here. Then you'll be in trouble. So, what have you been working on, Luke? Anything good?
I've just been trying to sort out mowers because I don't want to be stuck with loads over winter. So I'm going to try and get as many done as I can just to see how many I can get rid of, really. I've done 3 mount fields today and last night and today, 3 mount fields and a hater. So they're all ready to go.
So how many have you got in stock, would you say, at a guess? 50, 60?
Probably if I looked hard enough, yeah. But I got van load now. But the only problem is there's some electric ones in there. But there's a Lawn Flight in there. There's a Honda HR173, an HRB 475, a couple of nicer ones in there. Yeah, but I bet on the 175. I bet the drive clicks because they usually do. So I'll have to have the gearbox part on that.
Yeah.
Feel free to come on down south, Luke, and offload a couple that you don't want.
You can have the electric ones.
Yeah.
Luke, don't get smart. I have a reject button. Don't get smart. So that's cool. I had a thing there. What was that about? That was about his curtains. There you go. Where does everybody buy their diaphragms for Briggs & Stratton Classics engines? I bought some off of Amazon. Yeah. Supposed to be original, but the packaging, exactly that. I actually had the same problem. In the end, you know what I mean, for what they cost, right?
Yeah.
Just go straight to Briggs and buy from Briggs. I do have a company I use on eBay, which are a proper genuine Briggs, and the only other ones I do use are the ones from Garden Hire Spares. They're the only ones I do use. But they seem to be a relatively good replacement. But let's get it right, okay? They're only like £4 a packet. They're not a lot of money. So if you're going to put a cheap Chinese copy diaphragm and gasket in, it's going to come back. If it comes back, your customer loses faith in you. They may say, no, take it back. I want my money back. I don't want it. And then you lost the sale. So for what it cost, I recommend buy genuine only from genuine reputable dealers. What do you guys think?
You might not even, if you use that Chinese diaphragm, you might not even get it out the door to the customer because you'll be mucking around with it for 2 days trying to find why it's flooding.
I usually order 10 in 10 on eBay. They're about £30, so it's about £3 each, and I use them. But
I'm paying up to $8 or $9 Canadian each, but we're almost half what you guys are.
So I use one. These are called WarTech replacement parts. These are from Garden Hire Spares over here in the UK, and they're about £3.50 for $3.75 a pack, which is good. But they are. I've used these a lot in the past, and they seem to work okay. But for what it is, you're dodging the bullet. Just £4, genuine Briggs & Stratton part. Just go and buy it, and then go and buy
it's worth it.
Buy your cheap air filter to save money. You know what I mean?
Right. And buy buy 10 at a time, man. Then put them on a little nail on the garage, and when you need them, you got them.
That's what I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, does anybody else double gasket ever on them? Because I noticed the carbs warp. They warp quite a lot.
They do.
That's where
you
the
can
cheap
get
Chinese
a
ones come
screwdriver and run an edge down the side of down the back side of a carb on the metal tank. That helps, but I just find just literally just put another gasket on it and bump it out the door. It's done on it.
They run the same, I find.
Yeah,
the diaphragm or the
that's
the
what I
pump?
use the cheap Chinese.
Oh, Klaus was having a moment. Sorry, Klaus. Say again, Bruce.
What was I going to say? I've never done that on the diaphragms. I do on the little primer bulbs for the Quantums, but I've never done that on the diaphragm.
Yeah. If you put your 5 screws in with the gasket and diaphragm, screw it down, and then I always get a bit of tissue, Bruce, and put it in the back of a carb, and then give it 4 or 5 pumps. And if you look down the bottom of a carby, it just air weeps. You can just see it weeping. So I try and tighten it. If it doesn't work, I then take it off and just put another gasket straight on top, not a diaphragm, just another gasket. Screw it down tight. Does a job.
Okay, I've sanded them. I have a piece of flat arbor.
Check them with a straight edge.
Sanded them with 600.
Yeah. I use
Steel
a steel ruler along it just to check, and it's always the back side because that's
Yeah.
the bit that gets the hottest, isn't it? So
Yeah.
it warps the plastic. I think that's what I think anyway.
Yeah, it does happen. What do you think, Steve? Nice to see you, mate. My old
Right,
Canadian
Steve.
fucker. Are you doing all right, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good. Yep.
Okay, this
What
is
do I think about what you were just talking about?
Yep.
To be honest with you, I've only ever seen maybe 2 of those carbs actually warp in my life.
Really?
Yeah,
Usually
and
over-tightening the
I
screws.
think it's the pattern. The 5 screws have to be screwed down tight in a certain pattern, otherwise it
Yeah.
could warp that carb. I think that's you got to do your cross. Corner to corner kind of thing.
I always tend to do a cross hatch method anyway, Steve. But I think some of the machines that we get in are of a good age, you know.
Yeah,
they've
yeah,
been around
those are
a
all.
little while. So it could be that they get too hot or the plastic hardens over time, you know, and you know,
Yeah.
and also don't forget climate too. Climate might have a factor in it as well.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about the double gasket thing. That's what I did both times, and it fixed the problem. So
So Vinny says they were supposed to be genuine. Yeah, exactly. I've had the same problem. When I went on Amazon, I punched in the word genuine Briggs and Stratton gasket diaphragms, and they turned up in someone's lunch bag, zippy bag. Exactly that. Yeah, exactly that.
well, they're genuine. They're just not genuine Briggs.
Yeah. I mean, I've spoken to Hayes before about this, and they said Briggs and Stratton gasket diaphragms. I think they come in 2 lots. You can buy a pack of 10 in one bag, or you buy them singly. That's it.
Yeah. You got to type in OEM instead of genuine. Try typing in OEM.
Yeah, try OEM. Yeah, maybe, yeah, because it is American, isn't it? So yeah, try OEM. Could be. So how you been then, Steve? I see you done that that giveaway. That was good. I didn't win that. I thought we had a deal that was going to be rigged. My end. What was up with that?
Unfortunately, the company that we use to do the giveaway is you can't set it up. It's impossible. Otherwise, I would have thought about it because I knew you're going to give me a little kickback there.
Yeah, well, we'll have to rethink it, Steve, when you get to a million. It's as simple as that.
You know what this company did? When Jackery, we were supposed to give away the Explorer 1000 watt generator with 2 solar panels. They sent, so when we got the winner, we sent Jackery the name and address and everything of the winner. And they said, okay, we just sent it out. Here's the tracking numbers. So you can send the tracking numbers to the winner who lives in Pennsylvania, I think. And they sent us the tracking numbers. You know what they sent him? An Explorer 1500 with 4 solar panels.
Oh, wow.
It's instead of being $1,500 prize on Amazon, that's what I got, and that's what I thought he was going to get. They upgraded him to a Explorer 1500 with 4 solar panels. It's like $2,800 on Amazon.
So I take
So that's what he's getting. I was just like, I was a little bit pissed off and a little bit happy at the same time.
I would be a bit annoyed there, Steve, and say, hang about. I did a video at the goodness of my art with this, and I reviewed the wrong product. Please send me the product that
yeah.
Exactly. No, Jackery's done enough, but I don't know why they did it. I checked. I went, hey, maybe they're out of stock. I checked, and no, they still have stock. They just, I don't know. Maybe they honestly sent him the wrong damn thing. I don't know, but pretty cool.
Times like that, best just keep quiet for a week, see what happens.
That's what I said exactly. I'm not saying anything.
Brucey boy, what did you have? You had something across your chest, there, mate. Something white. What was that you had across there, mate? You were going to show us something.
No, this is just a piece of arborite from when I cut my kitchen sink.
Oh, yeah.
And it's really smooth. And I sometimes use 600 grit sandpaper on that to sand whatever. Sometimes on the edge if it's a classic tank or whatever. But it's really nice and flat, so you don't get any undulations after you've sanded.
Yeah, I like that.
I use a piece of marble, but I don't have that kind of money.
I use a piece of thick glass, really thick piece of glass to do the same thing. And you know when you're doing chainsaw crankcases,
yes,
a lot of mechanics that I've ever worked with, they do the same thing with even a brand new. You got your two halves of the crankcase of a chainsaw. You want to make sure it's like absolutely as flat as water, no defects, and then you do that too with some wet sandpaper.
Yeah.
600 or something like that, and you just squish it around on there.
And with Briggs head, with a head off of a Briggs 7-horse generator, something like that, you can do that.
Oh, Conquer must have saw my cruise video here. My cruise.
Oh, don't. He's already FaceTime me today as it is. Got a question there from my old mate Frank. Hello, Frank. A question for the panel. Which is the best 2-stroke oil to use in a 2-stroke garden machinery? There's a debate.
You might as well have said who's your favorite child. Come on.
Steel SP Ultra.
Ultra.
Say again, Klaus.
Yeah.
Steel.
No, not having that. Do you know what? For me, gents, okay, for me, right? As long as it's got the correct amount of petrol and oil ratio mix in there for garden machinery, that'll be fine.
Oh, Bruce won't even spend for the Ultra. That's the standard.
If you're a commercial guy, I believe a bit different. Yeah, go for the steel stuff or the Husky stuff or a much better brand. But just for garden machinery, just your own stuff, just whack it in there. It ain't gonna hurt it. You know what I mean?
Nick, I was at a customer yesterday, and she's a divorcee, and she mixes her own fuel. And I said, "What are you using?" And she was using like Walmart, some cheapo, whatever. She knew how to mix it. But all I know is the piston, the spark plug, everything was covered in oil. So I don't know. Maybe there's something to the cheap stuff.
I use well, it's not what I use. This is what I bought.
No, I got one more too.
Some Cobra oil mix 2-stroke. That was it. It wasn't expensive. It's a good oil. It seems to be smokeless. It does the job. But I just bought it. I wasn't particularly fussed about it. It does the job.
But just reiterate: do not use outboard 2-stroke oil.
No,
temperatures.
This is for you, Klaus. That came from Canadian Tire.
There we go.
Zoom in. What do we got?
There we go. Yeah.
Formula One.
Moto Master.
Yes. Canadian Tire.
It looks like the steel stuff. It's blue. It has the same feel. I don't know.
What about you, Steve? What do you reckon, Steve?
Those bottles that Bruce just held up right there, those steel bottles.
Yeah.
Let's see that, Bruce.
The white ones.
Yeah, those.
I got these when I bought a steel machine.
Yeah. I have been using nothing but that exact oil right there, mixed at 40-1 for the last 25 freaking years. And and my equipment is awesome.
And just remember, promoted by Steve's Small Engine.
It's an outro for you, Steve.
Shameless plug.
No, but you know what? If you use something for that long and you've never scored a piston in your life, it's kind of hard to change to the HP Ultra. I'm not going to change and start buying that because
you're getting
that
old,
stuff
brother.
works.
I just like the Ultra because it's a little less smoke too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my stuff doesn't smoke.
Well, I don't think it smokes. This doesn't smoke.
Yeah.
No.
Even when I did that old Pioneer saw, what is that? A 1980, which would be that's a. How old is that? 40-year-old saw.
Conker says he's on his second G&T. He's all lardy-dardy on the old ship. He's going down through the Bay of Biscay at the moment. I bet it's as rough as hell down there.
That is rocky down there.
I thought he was drinking Lizzie's drink. What was Lizzie's drink last week?
I hope it's really choppy. You throw up everywhere.
Lizzie's drink is just straight gin, isn't it?
No, what was that drink he had on his channel? The Queen.
She drinks it straight out the bottle.
It probably does.
And also to get the cap off, she on the table and whacks a bottle like that. That's how she gets a cap off. Or does it with her teeth. Good. So lots of people got mine from the storeman at work. Okay, that works. Yeah. I think it's down to how much you can afford, isn't it? It's down to how much you can afford. And it depends on whether you're commercial or not. It depends if your machines are brand new and under warranty as well. Because certain manufacturers insist you use their own oil whilst running their machines under warranty. So there's lots of things to consider. But if you're running a Titan in your back garden, I don't think it matters. Do you know what I mean? As long as it's got oil in it, you'll be good to go. Is what I think.
Yeah.
2-stroke oil, not like my dad back in the 60s. He just took some 1030 and dumped it in a gallon and didn't even.
Well, that's
measure
what they used to use, Bruce, right? Back when.
you know.
That's
That
what
was mix oil back then.
And
that's what we used to do running old mopeds. We just used to get some engine oil with some petrol, mix it together.
Castor oil too. Castor oil was very popular.
And the
in
lawn,
a milk bottle, and then away we went.
and the lawnmower
That's why all of those old units out there have the cap that says 25-1 or 16-1 on it.
16-1.
That's why it says that on there, because you were just using 1030 back then.
Right.
You had to put a crap load of oil in there.
You had to
And,
shoot the heck out of it. It would come out of suspension easy.
The lawnmower was actually, for me, it was a rope start lawnmower. Like you tied the little knot in the end of the rope, you wrapped it around the fitting and give her a yank. That's how I cut the lawn every week.
Kay says, what is the giveaway? The giveaway is this. Oh, hello.
Wow.
So when am I going to win that?
Yeah.
Oi, 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 oi. We did the old shake hand. I didn't win yours. You're not winning mine. End of. Oh, someone's got feedback. Who's got feedback? Is that you, Tim?
Hello.
Laughing
My kids in the background, probably.
Yeah, it could be. I've got a bit of delay myself now. So the 10,000 giveaway, guess what? That'll happen when I hit 10,000, and we're not there yet. We're not there yet. We're nearly there, but we're not there yet. When Mick gets to 10K, when Mick gets a 10K gold tooth put in.
You know about it.
Yeah, cheers for that.
Hey, speaking of which, I see Anders. I see that you and Mick have the same barber.
Rude.
Yeah.
Easy.
I didn't even hang on. I didn't even mention your mullet years ago. I didn't even say anything about your mullet. Don't go giving it all the big ones, Steve. I tell you, who sharpened your tongue today? Hey?
Mine's quite short at the minute. Mine is.
Jimmy was rocking the best mullet ever in history.
It's quite short, really.
Where did you sleep in a corner of a typhoon? Hey, word.
I don't know if Mickey can agree with this, but
who have the Sahara Desert on top. There's many up here. Don't worry about that. So 10K will happen.
I don't know if you
when I
agree,
hit 10K. Say hello to Project Man. He's in the house. Don't forget, I'm going up to go and see Gary on Monday.
Hi, Gary.
And go and wish his daughter well as we send his daughter off on her final journey for the funeral. So say hi to Gary for me. He's in the old house. Nice to see you, Gaz. Hope you're doing well, buddy boy. So where's that come from, then, Steve? First of all, you have a dig about me hair, lack of it, and now you want to win my 10K prize. What's that all about?
No, I was complimenting you and Anders.
You were not.
You were not. That's awesome.
And I know you weren't.
That was
unreal. I noticed Tim's very quiet. When he's talking about haircut, Tim goes very quiet.
He's got a rug, man. He's got a nice.
Yeah.
You must have to get your hair cut every 2 weeks, Tim.
No.
It just grows.
No.
I remember seeing Tim.
Mine's once a year. Once a year.
Yeah, we know you do, Luke. Tight ass. Once a year you get your haircut. In fact, Luke knows when it's time to get his haircut because he can't fit in the van no more. His hair just takes the whole cab of the van out. He can't get in the front of it. That's what he knows.
Rocking a big old fro.
But do you cut
It's okay at the
or
moment.
do you
It's not
shave
bad
it?
for me.
Do you shave or do you cut?
Hello, Pates. Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on in. I just get the old map gas out and just blow it off. It's done. You know, what about you, Anders? Anders, do you shave yours through choice? You know, just because that's how you like to wear it, or is it because it's disappearing?
No, it disappeared when I was like 25. I had massive hair before, so it's
exactly the same.
The
as
only
me,
problem with losing your hair is that the hair on the body is constant. So if you lose it on your head, it kind of grows somewhere else, you know.
You lose it on your head, but you got more everywhere else.
So you get it in the nose, you get it in the ears instead of on the top. So
and
that's
at least,
the problem.
Anders, at least us, we don't mind
Or on
showing
the
it off.
back.
We don't have to hide it, hide the lack of it under the cap. Do you know what I mean? We don't. You know what I mean? Wow! Look at that puppy!
Oh.
Wow!
It's called a power surge.
I look like one of those troll dolls.
Have you just done a video on how to wire a plug?
He's testing generators with his fingertips.
That's right. Exactly.
Wow.
Like word. Jesus, that's proper, isn't it? I wish I could make Patty said, I wish I could make hair disappear. Now I have a mullet. Yeah, but you only got a mullet at the back, haven't you? You got nothing on the top. Let's be fair. You're missing most on the top.
No, that's called a skullet.
A skullet, yeah, he's got a skullet. Hayes Machinery in the house. Hello, Hayes. Nice to see you, James. Hope you're doing well.
Hey, James.
Nice to see you, buddy boy.
Hi, James.
Hope you're doing good. So, Klaus, did I don't think I asked you what you've been doing this week. Did I think I missed you out, or did you fall out the panel? I think you fell out, didn't you?
Yeah, I might have. I've been busy. Today I got one of those front-mounted Husqvarna riding mowers in the shop with a intermittent stop problem, which is
always the fun ones.
Yeah, I like those.
Anything intermittent, yikes.
Yeah. I just went over it really quick before I went in here tonight, and it's going to be fun tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah,
and,
I had a Toro recycler in yesterday with an intermittent cutting out fault as well. Actually, to be fair, it was just a carby. I just a very, very small bit of dirt because I got one of his new Versa trays, Bruce, bright yellow Versa tray for carburetor cleaning now. You can see exactly what I know you do. You can see exactly what comes out of a carburetor exactly, and the carb was good, but when I took the jet out of the Quantum, I sprayed through the jet, and a little tiny speck of dirt came straight out the centre hole there. So
right on.
That's all it was. But it's been doing his head in for about
just
3 or 4
be floating
days.
about, can't it? Just floating about.
Yeah. But by the looks of the one I got in, I guarantee you there's a compost heap at the bottom of the fuel tank.
Yeah.
The way it looks, it's like, you know.
Hey, Nick, on that,
It's a plastic fuel tank, though, right, Klaus?
Yep. 2 bolts and it's off. It's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Say again, Bruce.
on that recycler, is that the one if you remove the bag, the grass box, the engine quits? There's a magnetic sensor in that one?
I hate those.
I think this recycler one doesn't have a bag, Bruce. I think this is a mulching version one of it.
Oh, okay.
Those are more on the Lawn Boy versions, Bruce. The Lawn Boys, they all have those.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is now.
And then I had. This will make you laugh, Luke. I had a bloke ring me up who's a commercial grass cutting guy. My lawnmower don't start, and there's it's very low compression. I thought, here we go. I said, yeah. He said, I want it back Sunday. I said, well, hang on. I've got stuff on the bench here. I can't just do it. So I thought I could squeeze him in, as long as I can diagnose it as either terminal and get it out of the way, or a quick, easy fix. But when someone says lack of compression, you're thinking this may take a while, you know. I said, drop it off. I'll have a look at it. He dropped it off. I pulled it over. Yeah, no compression. No, not a bean. And then I realised there was no spark plug in it. I put a spark plug in it. And the carburetor was bunged up, and it was a commercial grade 16-inch Sovereign with an SV150 engine on it.
It's pretty small for a commercial grade.
It's not a commercial grade bit of kit, Bruce. It's something you buy down. It's like what Tim uses.
Oh. It's a B&Q. It's a B&Q. B&Q.
Yeah, it's trash. It's trash.
Big box store.
Yeah. I've not had any problems with them.
You wait till next year, mate. So I got that one done, which was lucky. Quick carburetor clean, and I've worked on it before. Put a new fuel cap on, because fuel cap without it, conveyor will snap, and put a new plug in, and away he went. He was well chuffed, but don't you just hate it when it's like Friday afternoon? I want it back Sunday. We'll go somewhere else then.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't.
Or they
I can't.
put the pressure on it. I know you can get it. Yeah.
Bruce, do you? I don't like talking about money, but Bruce, do you charge like a do it now job? Do you know what I mean? Do you have a rush job price or something like that? You do, or
no? I just tell everybody it's going to be at least a week.
Right.
I tell them all that.
Yeah.
Tell them all that. And
Hey, you know what?
When I phone them 2 days later or 3 days later, they're just thrilled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mick, I worked at a shop once that tried that because there were so many people coming in and wanting to jump in ahead in the lineup. And so my boss actually did start doing that. He said, if you want a rush charge, we'll do this. We'll bump you ahead of everybody else for an extra $20. And a lot of people did that, but I don't know. It didn't go over very well. I don't really remember what happened, but it didn't go over well.
Throwing 20s at you.
Yeah, but there was then everybody's getting backed up. People who have had their stuff in there for 3 weeks in the spring, then now they're upset because everybody's.
I think that's
it didn't work.
Like, Steve, that's a bit like, isn't it, Steve? When you're in a bar and you're waiting to be served, you got your $20 in your hand, right? Waiting for the barmaid, and then someone comes up behind you with, two $20, and they get served before you.
Yeah,
a bit like that, isn't it?
That pisses people off.
That sort of stuff causes fights over here.
Yeah,
that happened.
Yeah.
So,
another thing I'd like to do. Oh, if I can interrupt, another thing I do, which works really well for me, is I have a fixed gap. Like for lawnmowers, they're pretty simple. If I say if it's between $40 and $80, we'll agree right now. I won't call you. I'll just fix it.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
I love it.
If it's a snowblower, I'll say if it's between 60 and 120, I won't call you. And then if we're getting close to 120, we might be getting close to terminal too. So then I'll talk to you and you can decide. And that just gives you that leeway where you don't have to sweat. Oh my God, what's he? It's going up. Oh, it's a coil. It's this. It's that. It's a valve. It's this. And it doesn't.
I think
pressure on.
I've been having just recently, obviously predominantly carburetor problems, and people say, "Oh, how much is it to fix it?" Well, I haven't looked at it yet, mate. Well, how much is a carburetor clean? So and so. This is how much labour I charge. So is it just going to be just the carburetor clean? Well, no, I've got to do the carburetor, clean the carburetor. That's one bill. Yeah. But then I might have to do a tank flush, clean the lines out. I've got to check condition of plug as well, because the plug may be at fault, and check your air filter if it's not running right afterwards. Maybe the air filter just wants cleaning. So I always try and put an hour's labour on top, because you're always doing bits and pieces in the background to make sure that the carburetor is clean.
Right. There's
nothing worse when if you get like a Briggs Classic, for instance, the carburetor and gasket diaphragm needs doing. That's standard. But the first thing they do when the lawnmower starts playing up, because it makes sense, is to tip it up onto its side and pour oil all into the filter to see if there's nothing on the blade. So you've got a carburetor clean, then you've got an air filter clean as well. You've got to take all that apart. Not it's a big job. Clean all that up and all the rest of it, So there's always a little something on top which you got to try and add to your fault-finding list, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't quote prices. I mean, I have an hourly rate and then cost of parts. And
So same as me, Klaus. I have an hourly rate and I have a set price for carburetor clean. Now, if my manual carburetor clean and my ultrasonic are two different prices. Okay.
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah.
If I clean the carburetor manually, and it doesn't work, it then goes into ultrasonic and it
Yeah.
works, they get charged 2 bills, one for a manual clean, one for an ultrasonic clean. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
They have the choice of going straight into ultrasonic, which is fine. But if an ultrasonic clean doesn't cure it, I may have to go do another ultrasonic clean or a manual. They get a separate bill for that as well.
I mean,
It's as simple as that, you know.
Or it could be no good at all.
yeah.
Exactly
guys
that.
know me,
I've had that with
Yeah.
a Honda.
Oh,
I did
yeah.
a manual clean, a carburetor clean, and then I bought a new carburetor. And so I'm paying for cleans as well. So yeah, because that's what you said. You told me it's just a carburetor clean. You're the expert all of a sudden.
Mhm.
You know?
Well,
I mean, I usually spend like 15 minutes with the customer discussing what he or she wants done first. I put it down on paper, and when they ask me, "Do you know what it's going to cost?" I said, "No, I don't, because I don't know the cost of that. I don't know the cost of the blades. I don't know the cost of a particular filter." So I said, "It's regular cost of parts plus this amount of hours." Now, if something pops up that we haven't discussed, I'll give you a call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that's like my $40 to $80 thing.
yeah, it's same thing. I mean, I basically a full service on a lawnmower without drive is like one price. With drive, it's another price.
You got it.
I mean, it's fairly fixed.
Yeah.
Question for the panel. Do you want to take it, Steve? Question for the panel. What do people do? Question for the panel. What do people do for oil in? So if you've got oil in an exhaust, so someone's tipped it up, Steve, and your muffkin is full of oil. What do you do, Steve?
Burn it out.
Yeah.
Get it started, and let it run till it's burned out and it stops smoking.
I did it
Okay,
today.
What about you,
What are you
Bruce?
going to do? Really? Are you going to take the muffler off and clean it in your ultrasonic cleaner so it won't smoke for 30
No,
seconds?
sometimes, Steve, if they're really, really bad, what I do is I take the muffkin off, I take it outside into my metal tray, pour about 300 ml of petrol in it, give it a light, and just let it burn. That's what I sometimes do.
Woof.
Yeah, that's what I do. What about you, Bruce?
If I can see it's trying to even push a little bit of air, fluid, goo through the holes in the muffler, I'll do like Steve, and I'll just start her up, put her out on the apron of the garage, wave hi to the neighbors and tell them I'll tune up their lawnmower for nothing, and let her smoke.
No, you just say, "You're welcome. No more mosquitoes. You're welcome."
All I need, but you know what? I don't need anybody to form the bylaws on me. So
Yeah, I know what you mean.
What about you, Luke? What do you do?
I just let it burn off. It takes about 10-15 minutes at most, really, and it burns out. I did have a particular bad one the other day, and actually I was doing something. I took the exhaust off and that, and it actually poured out. So I did drain it, then put it on to get rid of the worst.
Yeah. What about you, Anders? What do you get up to?
I agree with the rest of the panel. And normally, I haven't had those problems that it's been very, very much oil in it, just a little bit. So I just let it burn off. Yeah.
Well, I did make the mistake one day, and I went inside the garage, and it splattered Frank, my truck, with oil, and it was just a schmoo of goo.
Yeah.
Last June. I think
I'll clean the muffler off in old guns.
Yeah.
Michael Roberts says it seems complicated to me. I think he's on about different prices, this, that, and the other.
Mick, Mick, what I need to hear what Ken said. What did he just say?
Oh, sorry, Ken. Sorry.
No, the problem I have is my garage door. I do a lot of work in the driveway, and with the garage door open, the smoke will get in the house.
Yeah.
I'll put the muffler in the old gasoline, shake it around and everything, and then let it air dry for an hour, and then put it on. Because smoke and me, it'll get where our houses are so close, it'll piss people off. So
fair enough.
That's the only thing I worry about a bit.
Your garage is attached, isn't it, Ken?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's right underneath, so it would go up into the house.
Yeah,
It
makes sense.
smell oil for weeks.
Yeah, attached garages are wonderful for groceries.
And also, the last thing you want is sort of a fire in your workshop. You know what I mean?
That's why it's got the extinguisher.
You know what? My views are up.
I bet they are.
I've actually started. When I'm editing now, I'm just, you know what? If a rope snaps back and whaps me in the face or something like that, I'm leaving it in now.
Leave it in.
My
Bruce's acting shop.
It happens to everybody, but I'm leaving it in now.
Yeah, leave it in there. Michael Roberts says, seems complicated to me. Why not go for a fixed price? Some you win, some you lose. Well,
no, you lose big.
Yeah. So I think, Michael, if you adopt that sort of attitude, you would lose more than what you would win, and no one likes to lose, right? So if you're paying for a service, I don't mean like a standard. So you're paying for something, right? It's a bit like you go to a restaurant, right, and you order a medium rare steak with chips, onion rings, and all the trimmings, and it comes back well done. Do you complain, or do you say, "Oh well, is what it is"? Do you know what I mean? To me, I'll be like, "Brother, take that back. Give me a new one. That's not what I asked for." Do you know?
And give him what I ordered.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
I must say he has a little point here, because normally this is how I work. Because if you do a job that you haven't done before, and it maybe take you 1 hour the first time, or 1.5 hours the first time, or when you've done it 2, 3, 4 times, maybe it just takes you 30 minutes. Should you charge a customer for 1.5 hours?
I think you're right, Anders. Right? I mean, there are occasions, where I've been working on a machine, and it's taken me 2 hours to do it right. But then I think, hang about, I did make a mistake there. I did do that wrong, or perhaps I could have done that a different way. I'll only charge them an hour's labour. Do you know what I mean? If that's on me,
exactly.
then exactly that. But if you start going down the road of set price and stuff all the time, you may come across. Let's just take, for instance, Luke, you would know. Let's take a belt change on a Hater 48 or 41, where you might have to remove the 2 little tiny 3/8 bolts on the side PTO pulley. Yeah. They don't always just come out, do they? Sometimes they just snap out in your hand just like that, and then you got to drill, tap, and all the rest of it. So, I'm quite experienced in snapping them off. Quite experienced in that because it happens a lot with Bruce. Don't laugh. With steel and aluminium, it happens a lot.
Bolts do snap them because they're old, aren't they? They're old.
Exactly. So,
and some of them. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
If you did a standard belt change, it's going to cost you. Let's just make it up: 15 quid for the belt and an hour's labour minimum charge. Right? If you did that, it's going to take you 25 minutes to 40 minutes to drill, tap, refred, new threads in there because it's hardened steel. You got to get that out. Then you got to add that, or you can't add that. So you're going to lose another hour's labour. But you just say to the customer, "I did it, but both bolts snapped."
And the three band-aids too.
Yeah, exactly that, Bruce. And don't forget, Briggs and Stratton 3/8 bolts are £4.95 each, brand new from a dealer. That's how much they cost.
Yeah.
So you're losing an hour's labour. You're losing a tenner on bolts. 3 fingers you've lost. And for a set price of an hour with a belt. So straight away you're going to lose. Now, if you're getting
repeat the size of that bolt, Mick, repeat the size of that bolt and the price.
3/8 bolts. They're about £4.50 a bolt, Bruce, something like that.
3/8 head, 1/4 inch.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
That's what they cost. I've got a bucket full of them because all the old mowers that I strip out, Bruce, I take them all out.
Yeah, I've got spares drawer, 2 or 3 of them. So
you're talking the Briggs shoulder screws and all the mufflers, those shoulder screws.
That's it. Yeah, that's the one. That's the ones, Ken. Yeah, they're the ones.
Right.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
And the little ones that go, on the quantums that holds the tank down.
Yeah.
The
little quarters.
shoulder screws on that.
They're like equivalent, like 5 pounds each.
Yep. Yeah, exactly
the
that.
long
So
3/8.
Yeah. No, the little tiny 1/4 inch, Bruce, that go on top of little shoulder bolts.
Yeah, right.
Which is great if you're like what most of us do, where we're always stripping stuff down and saving bits. That's okay, I wouldn't even charge a customer if one bolt was missing off the pull cord. I'd just wind the bolt in and not charge him.
Bruce is going to get his jar of spare bolts. Watch.
Oh, he'll have them. But by the time
you mean bucket,
there you go.
That's what I got.
And then
by the pound.
How many screws in the bucket?
There you go.
That's the bucket.
He's got them all.
Then he's got the whole bucket he's got to sort. Wait, he's got a bucket.
Jeez.
Bruce, that one's for beer.
And the reason you do that, Bruce, is because let's get it right. You don't want to have to go onto Amazon, eBay, or Briggs and Stratton, wait 3 or 4 days, and spend for 2 bolts. Spend 12 Canadian dollars.
Yep. Husqvarna chainsaw bolts are $7-8 a piece.
If I have to leave the shop, my day is gone.
Exactly that. So I don't believe what you're saying, Anders. I think you have a point. Where, if you're doing something for the first time or you make a genuine mistake and it takes you a little bit longer than what it should do, that's fine. But when you start quoting set jobs for set prices and what have you, you could lose quick a lot.
It does depend on job a little bit, doesn't it? It depends on the job. If it's just a recall rope on something and there's nothing wrong with it, you can just price that sort of thing.
Okay,
how it is.
Let's just say, right, hand on heart, Luke. Let's say you had a steel strimmer come in with a broken pull cord, right? Easy fix. We can all do that. You take the casing off the back. It's an easy start, right? You take that off the back. You take your first cup out, and as you pull that out, ping, twang. It all comes out on you, right? Would you still charge the same amount of money for a pull cord change, or do you go, actually, took me an extra 40 minutes to get that sodding spring in, and I caught myself in the eyeball? So would you charge extra for that, or would it be your standard pull cord charge?
No, what I would do is I said certain jobs. If it was, say, a Briggs and Stratton Classic, for example, and I took it apart and the spring was broke. I've got so many of them in a box. I'd just charge them in with the price for another recoil sort of thing. Yeah. So with that, but I see what you mean with the steel, with the easy start. Yeah, because they can break and that in there, and you don't know, do you?
I charge 2 prices. One is a set price for just a pull cord rewind, done, right?
Yeah.
Or I say it's either going to be that for a pull cord for a recharge, just pull cord change, or it will be extra if the spring has snapped.
Yeah, you got to cover yourself. Yeah, you have got with everything. You got to cover yourself.
Because I've seen Bruce do a spring, and some springs, Bruce, you do them in 3 minutes, same as me, and others they can take you all day, right? Some of them are just an absolute pig. They just don't want to go in.
That's right.
The only thing I'm sorry, Bruce. Go ahead.
It's okay. Poor Klaus has been trying to say something for half an hour.
Yeah, come on, Klaus.
I'll make it easy on him, mate.
Anyway,
there you go.
I try and keep, because I part out quite a few lawnmowers, because a lot of the stuff I have around here is aged or worn. So I keep one of each type of rewind ready to go. The Honda with the wide flange, the Honda with the narrow flange for the generators, the Briggs, the Tecumseh, and the one with the 3 holes, the Kohlers. I keep one working rewind of all of them. And then when they come in, it's that might be where somebody jumps the queue because it's 3 10-millimeter nuts. But. You happy? Yep. Here's my $30. Bye.
Yeah. Exactly that, yeah. I'm a big fan of that. Someone turned up about 3 months ago with a Briggs Classic. They asked me how much it was, and I told them, so I've got no money. How long will it be? I said it'd be 2 minutes. Go and get your money out. Come back, and before they'd even got to the end of the road, bop, change it over, new one on. Is out in the driveway waiting for them. It's easy, and then you just do
Briggs Classics are built into the housing. You can't remove them.
Yeah, some are. Yeah, some are like that. But that's an easy fix, and that's where you win. But you still got to then go back later that day or the next day and get their broken pull cord and fix that. So that's where you're going to lose, because you're actually now working for nothing. But
that's
how I feel.
But that's kind of like the Saturday afternoon, just before happy hour kind of a thing, right?
I always tell them come back in an hour, regardless. Come back in an hour. They
don't
know
your
that it
turn,
takes 30 seconds.
Go on, Klaus. What are you going to say, mate?
I'm going to say the only thing I have.
Go on, Klaus.
Poor Klaus.
Okay. I wasn't going to have a beer, but I'm going to go get a beer.
Poor guy.
Go get a beer, Bruce.
Klaus, you've been gone for 3 whole solid weeks, brother. I've got 3 weeks worth to get on to you.
Yeah, but I'm taking it. I was going to say the only thing I have fixed prices on
720 or
are
something.
if an engine is or a machine is so dirty, I have to pull it outside and pressure wash it.
Yeah.
That's £25.
Right.
Yeah, I hear that.
If it smells of dog guano,
Yeah.
it is £35.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right
Charge
there.
more for that.
And
The engine money.
sorry, Tim.
I ordered a pull cord assembly for a Challenge Extreme trimmer, grass trimmer, and they sent me one for a Conquest.
There you
That's no
go.
good. That won't fit.
Right, so
No.
I phoned them up and they're sending me out another one free of charge.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, nice. They look expensive though.
£15 I paid for that.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's not bad. Huh?
No.
Takes 15 minutes. You win. Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, it does work like that. But do you know what? If you charge an hour's flat rate and it takes you 2 hours, and you've been working 2 hours, then I charge 2 hours. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I think the only time when I talk to people when I check in the machine, I ask them, "How much in a hurry are you?" If they say I would really like to have it back in a couple of days, if I have to go and drive to get parts, they get charged by the hour for me driving.
Okay, so
But
I'll give you an example. Right, the other month, I don't know whether you saw a video I did. I did a video on a HR21, the old style Honda. Yeah.
The real early one.
Yeah, the early one with the points and condenser.
Yeah.
Bloke bought it in. I've been working on that machine now for about I don't know, 5 or 6 years. I've been working on that machine, and it's always been a good start, as they generally are. But this time when it came in with a no spark issue. So I had to try and diagnose it. Now we're talking about a coil, condenser, set of points, spark plug, HT. There's 5 or 6 different things there which it could possibly be. And yes, we would all generally go for a plug first and then have a look at the points, right? But we've got to clean the flywheel up as well. We've got to clean the coil because that was rusty as well. I then had to order a new set of points and a new condenser. That took me half an hour to find that just on the computer. And the nearest place to get a complete coil, condenser and points was Australia. That's the nearest place I could get one. In the end, I went on to the Vintage Lawnmower Club on Facebook, and some said, "Here's a link. Try that." And that sorted it. But I had that machine on the bench for like 3 days. It was sat there all in bits whilst I was mucking about trying to figure it out. You know. So all in all, I think that machine probably racked up best part of about 6 hours in labour, fault finding. When I first put it all together, the points weren't quite gap right, so back off again, re-gap them. You know, exactly, Bruce. Right, but you're feeling my pain. So you charge a bloke 6 hours labour for a machine that already the labour has outweighed the cost of the machine.
Yeah.
And we haven't talked about when he first said, "Well, how much are the points? Are they expensive?" Well, it's a set of points. They're not that expensive.
if it says Honda on it, there might be.
yeah, you're probably right. But so I had to, in the end, I had to sort of say, okay, 6 hours is what I worked on that machine. But in fairness, without the internet searching, the Facebook searching, they're taking the recoil assembly off again because it's like 15 bolts to get at it with the tank. I could knock off 2 to 3 hours easy. Through just mucking about. But at the same time, that mower was on the bench for 3 days solid, all in bits. I couldn't move it off. I couldn't work on anything else whilst I'm waiting on parts to turn up because I had this machine all in bits. So that's where I lost because I had another 3 or 4 mowers that needed to go on the bench that I couldn't get to.
Yeah.
So it's always difficult.
I'd have to, if I worked for myself, I'd have to fire me.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
You're fired.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm fired.
Oh no, that Pioneer chainsaw, it looks absolutely beautiful now. I think it's for a friend. His wife passed away 10 years ago this month. I'm doing it for him. Right. It's a gift.
Yeah.
I must have 50 hours into that saw.
Yeah. Exactly. Vinny says,
I even found a bad crank seal on it. Just as I thought, you know what? I'm going to pull the flywheel off and just pressure it up, and there it is, bubbling away. Right.
Vinny says Honda HRX rear roller any of you guys got any good videos on how to fix them? Yeah, Luke has.
Have I?
recommend-
And not on the rollers one, not on the roller one. I've done the 4-wheel one.
All right, Honda HRX good video.
And the old roller is not invented here yet.
Let me speak.
Right.
What's wrong with it?
I might have 3 videos on what it could be.
What's a rear roller? Does that mean just rear wheel drive?
It's got the wooden.
So it's got a gearbox.
Yeah,
a gearbox which is belt driven onto a shaft, cog driven onto a chain, which drives a metal roller on a drive roller on the back, Steve. Yeah.
On an HRX Honda?
Yeah, HRX 476.
Over there, they got them. Yeah.
It's a domestic type, isn't it? Really, it's more of a domestic type.
But that's how they get those beautiful stripes.
Yeah, I find a lot of the Honda HRX series with a roller, if it's not driving, then it's either going to be a standard chain issue or cog issue. Or if not, what I have found more common, and Mendit Man would tell you, is they got little tiny roller pins which go in on the end of a shaft, which stop the shaft from going from protruding further out towards the outside of the mower. If a roller pin goes, the chain then doesn't drive properly. So it could just be a roller pin fix. And there's a video on my channel to go and see how to do that.
It's right next. It's right next to your Amazon link.
It's right next to my Bruce. I didn't know, but I've actually got an Amazon wish list. I didn't know that. Did you set it up for me?
List as well.
You have to add it as a friend.
I went to your link the other day, Mick, and it looks just like mine.
Yeah. Hey, Mick, Pate's Performance. Read that link, please. Ooh. Can we get one of your moderators to roll a link for that video?
No need, mate. It's already there. Bish, bash, bosh. It's in. Done.
Boom.
There you go.
Another
question.
You want a link to come up or a link to the wish list?
Yeah. Put a link to the wish list. It might be to the wish list. Might be that. It might be what we're asking for. Another question for the panel. Bruce, go ahead. You take this one. For the panel, wire gauge for throttle cables for Briggs & Stratton Classic machines. So, what gauge do you use for your gauge wire?
1/16 stranded wire.
Yeah, but for throttle, I thought throttle's solid.
There's Jason.
Throttle cable. Oh, I'm thinking brake cable. Yeah, I think it's the same.
I use 1.5 for the same, Bruce. Whatever that equivalent to 1.5 millimeters is what I use. And if you want a video on how to fix your throttle cables,
yeah, getting bigger again.
If not, check him out. He's pretty good. He's pretty good on cables too. He's a man. He can do cables. How you doing, Jace? Nice to see you, my old mullet.
I just buy a roll of it.
Let me. I tell you what. I tell you what. Let me put the 2 mullets together. Look, that's it. There you go. Have you 2 down there? That's it.
Hey, Jason, you're rocking the mullet. Look what I'm still rocking here, buddy.
I tell you something, Steve. You are not alone when it comes to Crocs.
I love me Crocs.
Me too.
There's somebody else on the panel who wears Crocs. Me,
you can't beat Crocs.
I'm more into your safety slider.
Sliders, yeah.
These are step up.
They
look like a shoe, but they're rubber.
Bruce, I gotta say it in a Forrest Gump style. They look like comfy shoes. Who did we lose? We lost someone. Who was that?
Where's Anders?
The whole panel when he put up Crocs. Everybody left. Everybody exited the chat.
Crocs. Come on, you guys.
Oh, do you know what? It's just for safety sallies. Do you know what I mean? Oh, you shouldn't be wearing sliders.
You know what? For me, it's a question of masculinity. That's what it comes down to. I don't leave it at that.
I think the Crocs are masculine myself.
Lack of masculinity. I'm sorry.
I tell you what, it drives the women crazy.
Drives me nuts.
It drives the women crazy.
Hey, Jason, do you know why I wear Crocs? Because I am a lazy person.
Because you can.
I am not going to untie and tie my shoes every time I walk in the house. There's just no way.
Yeah, Steve, I'm right with you. And also, I use sliders because, your feet breathe, same as Crocs. They don't get all sweaty and what have you.
Well, you're a big guy, so it's probably pretty hard for you to go up and down, Me, it's not a long travel to go and tie my shoes. I could literally it's not. I don't have to travel.
Hang on. I know.
There's a couple extra LBs on there, Jason.
I know, Jason. That's not right, Jason. You can't tie your own shoes yet. We know you can't.
I know. I slipped them on.
No.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Hold on. I just have to set the record straight.
Tina ties your shoes for you.
He still uses Velcro.
He does not tie his shoes. He leaves them tied, and he breaks the heels on all his shoes because he forces his foot into them.
Yeah, like
way to go.
In 1986.
Way to go.
So I am guilty of that myself, actually.
Yeah.
Don't
let him josh you that he ties his shoes.
Okay.
And if he can't tie them, he'll let them hang all and drag and get nasty.
So I gotta say, so he's turning his
why we
shoes
wear
into
them.
Crocs.
And he just doesn't wear flip flops because he paints his toenails. So there's that.
Jason, I believe there is a phone number you can ring when it comes to abuse from your partner. I think it's 911. If you ring them up and just say you're continually getting picked on.
Child abuse.
I think I got.
Well, I slip my shoes on and off, but when I have to work, I tie them on physically tight because I know I'm going to be built for speed.
They're just too sensible for our liking.
Oh,
that's just like mine.
What's your country? We can't knock your culture. You're supposed to wear those funny looking things made out of wood.
Steel tipped.
Hey, Klaus, what do you call those over there? Clogs? Are they made out of wood?
So you want to look like Klaus Stutter sometimes? That's from his mother hitting him with them at a certain point in time in his life. He didn't drink too much. He has a short circuit.
I love it. I want a pair of those clothes.
Jason, you've just turned all your shoes into Crocs because you just push down the heels anyway.
No, that's how you break the backs. No.
Oh.
Steve, send me your shoe size.
Don't do it. Don't do it, brother. Don't do it.
With my mailing address?
You know what they say about foot size?
Hey.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Jason, what size shoe are you, Jason? What size shoe are you?
I actually shrunk. I used to be a 9.5. Now I'm a 9. I shrunk.
It's called wear and tear.
I shrunk.
12.
Jason.
Hey, Klaus, to answer your question, I'm size 6 woman's.
Yeah. A size 6 woman's because he insists on a heel.
Ken's clogs.
Size 13.
13?
Yeah.
There you go. That's a real set of shoes right there.
I'm 11.
I tell you something, Jason could sleep in them.
Pretty sure he wouldn't want to, though.
Was it China or Pete Krause?
So how have you been, man, Jason? Have you been good? Have you been busy over there? I see you got another rider in. Are you still busy?
Yeah, I'm slammed. I just need a little break. That's all. It's too hot out. So I was on pace to work on 2 or 3 machines this weekend, and then when I went to go pick up one for repair, he gave me another one. I had another guy leave one at the house. Then I picked up a rodder. So you know how that goes when a rodder comes in.
What do you mean? What do you mean hot?
75, yeah.
You work in the driveway, pal.
I work in the driveway.
You're indoors right now, my stream queen.
Hey, you guys. Don't complain about it. It almost froze last night here.
Wow.
Yeah.
When you get
Well,
Bruce?
We get our first frost about the 10th of September.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow.
Steve knows.
So how's your grass?
Yeah, it's chilly here too.
Mhm.
We live on an island, so
Yeah, we had 50s this morning.
how did you guys make out with all these hurricanes and rain? If you guys didn't talk about that already, I'm sorry. Like you,
No, we haven't discussed it. I think that was just some big ploy by Ken and James just to sell generators. That's all that was.
you want to hear something funny? James beat me to a generator. That son of a you know what? We were going to
Jason, Jay, he will get something 3 houses down from me before I see the ad.
Yeah. And the crazy part is he won't sell them for the prices that I do. Nuts.
Oh no. Yeah, he doesn't. He can't get Long Island prices. His part of New York isn't like yours.
No, crazy man, crazy. That one hurt. That one hurt because that was $1,000. I missed out on $1,000 because of Mr. Condon.
Well, didn't you sell one?
I have a few words for him when I see him.
I am green with envy with the stuff that comes into you. Like, man, minimum my lawnmowers are 10 to 13 years old and they're old craftsmen, and the stuff you get to work on because I know you're on Long Island. Beautiful. You got beautiful stuff there.
To be fair, Bruce, hang on, Bruce. To be fair, so most of your equipment you have in, Bruce, or you get a couple of old rusty buggers in, but I've always said a lot of the equipment you get is actually for the age of it is actually in good condition too.
Right.
Over here where they're just rust buckets over here, partly because it's all made in China and not well looked after. But predominantly. The stuff over here are just rust buckets, but you had a machine in this year again, and you had it in last year, and it's in mint. It's an absolute mint condition. There's not a mark on it.
We don't have the humidity.
Yeah.
I just finished that one tractor today, and that thing's a solid unit. It came out phenomenal. That's probably the best piece of machinery I've ever finished, and it looks that way because it's just sheer size of that one tractor. All right, so that spreader, if you want to talk about it here, I posted a video on YouTube this morning because I was panicking. I admit I'm an idiot and I panicked. Once I calmed down, I realized all I need to do is tighten the bolt. That's it. Like a snowblower chute. Like when you exactly. Wanders.
Yeah.
The same thing with the spreader. But I've never worked on any of this stuff before. I'm overthinking it. I'm thinking it's like whatever. I don't know. I'm an idiot, but I figured it out.
Did you panic, or did you just go and ask Chrissy for her advice?
No, I panicked and I powdered like a little kid.
See, if you'd gone and asked Chrissy, Chrissy would have told you how to fix it with no problem. That's what I would have done.
But, so I work on a lot of older stuff too, but some of it just doesn't make it to the channel. So it's just a little busy, and I feel some of the older stuff is really well covered. People by like Steve. Steve helped me fix 2 machines through his videos, and Bruce too. But Bruce gets some good. You guys all get good stuff. I just happen to push the envelope a little bit. Like you guys see, sometimes I spend more time and money on a mower than I really normally should. But
yeah, you do.
That's just the name of the game, and that's how
I wouldn't thank Steve too much, Jason, because me and Steve aren't talking at the moment because he obviously didn't rig his giveaway for me to win. So we're not currently talking at the moment.
Yeah. Maybe he's upset that when you did that plastic carburetor video, you didn't drill out the jet, you just replaced it.
Look, it is what it is. If I upset people on my way through, that happens. It's just they're just casualties of war, baby. Casualties of war. That's what it is.
Hey
I
Jay,
heard that video.
On your restyles where you use the Home Depot paint or whatever, have you
Only
ever
on
had it
parts.
where
Only
the
on certain
paint?
parts.
Have you ever had it where the paint came off? I saw you do bags and other accessories. Have you ever had paint come off?
No. So I use the Home Depot paint in certain things.
Yeah.
But then I use good paint, quality paint on parts that matter. And
what's good paint? Like Krylon or something? What's good?
MRO, it's called. And Rust-Oleum is my second choice. Right now, there's a food shortage, so I'm kind of screwed.
Is that a 2-part or 1-part?
It's all in one.
Yeah.
Gloss Black. It's a rust inhibitor. It's all that in the.
Jason, as long as the paint stays on until it reaches the curb, right, brother?
That's right.
There's nothing wrong with Powerland paint.
Yeah. They say how long's the warranty on this? And you say about 20 feet.
No, tail light guarantee. Use your tail lights disappear.
Have you ever painted the front of the rim but not the back?
No. I'm all about fit and finish. I have to do the inside and the outside. I don't want to be too obvious, you know.
Mark Whiteley says, "Is it time for a guess what it is yet?" Yeah, we can do it.
Sure.
Hopefully that's not copyrighted music, Mick.
No, it's not. No, she's completely free. I got it off of some dodgy Canadian website. So it's now time.
I guessed already.
Of the show. Say again, Bruce.
I already guessed.
You've already guessed.
The
anyway,
teapot.
okay. Time to guess what it is, and all you got to do is write in the chat section what you think this is, and you can win some of Micks Mowers cheap and tacky tack. And there is your first picture.
Cable adjuster? I don't know what the hell. Cable crimp?
There you go.
It's a wing nut holder.
It's not a wing nut holder. Come on, with all that chat's just jumped. It's gone bonkers. What's going on here? Hang on, I think I'm behind in my chat. Let my chat catch up. God, my word. My chat's just gone bonkers. It's just reeling off.
Okay, I win then.
Let me get rid of my soup. Let me get rid of my live chat and get another one up. That's going mad. I think it's been so far behind.
Ooh, I like Dan's workshop. Dan's workshop. That's a good answer.
All right, let me have a look here. See if we've got a winner.
Yeah.
Right. Hi, Bruce. High heels, no. Fuel shut off, no. Carburetor, no. Ignition adjustment, no. Sharpening grade, no. A fuel tap, no. Drill sharpening guide, no. Whoop, where's that gone? There. A fuel tap, no. Drill sharpening guide, no. Padlock, no. Gear selector, no. Is it for oiling cables? No. Fuel strainer, no. Straightener, no. For stopping wire, no. Oh, hello, Bob. Nice to see you, mate. How you doing? Well,
yeah.
Nice to see you.
Double Wide Six is here.
Double
nice to see
Wide
you,
Six
Bob.
in the house. Celebrity status. A valve, a gas valve tap, no. Height adjuster. Height adjuster.
Come on, that's like borderline rude right there.
Height adjuster. This is for female. Lip splitter, no. A gearbox, no. A fuel tap, no. Motorcycle cable holder, no. Mix head polishing tool, no, it's not. A gear motor, no. A mechanical hammer, no. A lathe gearbox, no. Switch, no. High bob.
Spring actuator hammer.
No. Any ideas?
You know what it almost looks like to me, but I know it's wrong. You know, I remember growing up, my father was like, you know, that chalk on a rope, and you snap a line. It looks like one of those things.
A chalk line.
Yeah, chalk line. But that's what that metal gearbox reminds me of. But I know it's
right.
not.
So are you saying it's a chalk line?
Go for it.
No, it's missing the reel.
All right, I'll say it is, Mick. How's that? I'll say it is.
Well, so, yeah, say it, Ken. Say it.
It is.
No, it's not. A tensioner for cable, Let's put the link out in case Bob wants to come on up. He may be busy. I'm not sure what he's up to. Let's put the link out for Bob.
Busy combing his hair.
Conquest corny space.
Is it a meat grinder? No. Is it a circumciser? No. A cook stretcher? No. Something to do with meat or mincing? No. Let's see it again, Mick. Get 2 seconds. Conker's Cornish pasty maker? No. A tape measure? No. A chalk line? No. Share the screen. Pardon me, I got a bit of a cough tonight. COVID.
Yeah.
Yes. So. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Bruce. Exactly.
It looks like it's made out of pot metal.
Yep.
Could be. A bench vice, no. Some sort of tensioner, no. A fuel pump, says hobby motor, no.
No.
Well, there's something in R for right. Has the wing? I don't know what. No.
Come on, Jace. You would have used one of these in your day.
That thing looks older than me.
It probably is. Is it a caliper? No. A pipe bender? No. Pipe cutter? No.
Is it something that Scott Kelly uses to straighten out his wooden teeth?
If it was, it would be 3 sizes bigger and powered by diesel. Is it a gear separator? No. A drain plug? No. A torque wrench? No. Cable end connector? No. A pencil sharpener? No. Hold it still, for God's sake, says Scott. No. A starter replacement? No. Shut off valve. Is it a gadget? Yeah. A safety pin? A safety pin? No.
Maybe that's not a wing nut on the side.
Bob says, thanks for the invite. Okay, so Bob said he may come up, but at the moment he's naked.
Way to go, Bob.
Why don't you throw on Bruce's coat again and come up on the panel?
Yeah, let's
yeah.
Let's leave that. Thanks anyway, Bob. Much appreciated. And it always bothers me when Steve's on here because Steve's always at that counter, isn't he? You know, his workshop lift, what he's got. And I've always wondered, you know, has he just got a T-shirt on, or is he like, you know, just got his Crocs on underneath? Do you know what I mean? I've always wondered that. And in fact, did anyone see Bruce's video the other month where he said, "Man, it's hot in here. I've got pants on." Opening sentence to a video. "Man, it's hot in here. I've got pants on." Is it a gadget? Is it Roy's wallet? No. Is it a fishing reel? No, it's not. But it's used in that sort of way, not with fishing, but the mechanics of it is used in that sort of way. Is it an injector clamp? No. Is it a cable straightener? No. A line tensioner? No.
What do you?
Is it a winch? No.
What? No. Is it? That's not a hand drill. Part of a hand drill? A hand micro drill or something?
Do you know what, Jace? I'm going to give that to you.
Really?
No.
Yeah. Share screen. Where are you? You're down here. Share screen. Click there. And that's what it is. There you go. It's a mechanical hammer drill.
That says for a hammer.
It's not a hammer.
Hey, Mick, let me just tell you one thing. I looked up the patent number. That's exactly what it's called.
Cheater. It's a drill. It's a wind-up drill.
It's not a drill. It's a hammer. It's a hammer. It's a mechanical hammer.
So you're admitting you cheated on my live stream?
Yeah, I was going to give it to somebody nice.
Give it to somebody nice. Anyway, so Jason,
and who will that be in this chat?
Jason, considering Ken cheated,
no, that's right.
You're going to win a prize.
I used my brain.
So how about this? There's a gentleman in the chat, Vinny Penny. I would like to donate whatever I was supposed to win towards Vinny Penny.
Vinny Penny, there he is.
There he is.
He mentioned something that he would like to be part of the panel, but he couldn't because he has children.
Autistic children. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
let him take that.
Considering that he's got children with additional needs, which I know what that's all about, I will send you, Vinny, if you email me up, I will send you stickers, pens, key rings, and key fobs, bottle opener, all in one envelope. There you go, Vinny. Email me up, mate, and you've got a nice little stash of Micks Mowers, cheap and tacky tack coming your way.
Ken, you're
What's
scary.
that, Ken?
Ken, you're scary.
That's the patent drawing.
You're scary. I don't care. You're scary.
You're just a chick, Ken.
Hey, I'm the information guy.
This is what he does on panel.
You are.
Do off panel. I see where you're going with this.
So email me up, Vinny boy, and I'll send you that stuff out this week. Hopefully, if I can get it away this week, I'll try. Next week, early part, I'll try. But I'm off to Lincolnshire on Monday, Tuesday, so I will try and get it out to you if I can.
Nice job, Ken.
Yeah, good job, Ken.
So, Vinny Penny, if you don't mind me asking, are you from the States or are you from across the pond? Or are you in this other weird country called Canada?
Canada.
I wouldn't worry too much, Bruce. He just suffers with a rare syndrome called short man syndrome. Don't worry about it.
No, Napoleonic disease.
Hey, if it means anything, I'm an inch shorter than I used to be in height.
Oh, so originally your coat was actually at normal length. You know, the lab coat you wear? And then as you got older, it became more of a dress.
And actually, I had to get a different
Tell you
one.
something, Jason. Jason, you can't come up here and just start digging at people just because you got upset.
No, don't
I had to
think
get a new one.
Bob Double White Six gave me that idea because if you remember, Bob did a video poking fun of Bruce, and he had no clothes on underneath his freaking thing.
No, Bob did.
Remember that video?
Yeah, you could see pants underneath there.
Hang on, Bruce. He's just publicly admitted he's naked now. I reckon he's in his easy chair, giving it all of that with not a stitch on. That's what
Hey,
happened.
Bob, I know you're listening. Love that video with the T handle. What'd you call that? The Iron Cross? And
The Iron Cross.
I love that.
Yeah, good video, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I told him that he should put out a tool challenge and we should all make one and see how each one's works. Like we did with the
the fish challenge.
We did that one. What one was it, Ken?
Like Ian did with the fish challenge.
Right, and we also did one with the the early brake mate thing.
The what?
Was it?
You're right with you.
He's gonna we can see.
One gust of wind to seeing it all.
Just remember, crack kills, Bruce. Crack kills. Oh yeah, the
shake and brake.
Yep.
That
What,
goes in your,
what is that? That's a homemade Texas twister.
that goes into your
air chisel.
Yeah, that goes into your air chisel, and you can put any kind of a 3/8 half-inch adapter on there and take off what you need to take off.
That's your last resort tool. Yeah.
Ray says he would make a Briggs and Stratton primer bulb insertion tool.
Yeah.
Why? When you could spend $30 to get one from Briggs, right?
I got one of those in there too.
There you go.
They're good tools. I use them every week.
Yeah, but Mick, who made that one for you though? Was it Henry that made you that one?
No, that was Top Plonker.
Oh, it was Conquer, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
beautiful.
He's a good boy. He's going to try and make me a removal tool as well. I'm not paying for one.
Yeah, but Mick, how injured did he get when he made it?
To be fair, I think Conker can get hurt literally just walking from across one room to another. To be fair, so yeah. Why the man's got a lathe, I would never know.
That's true.
Conker has a lathe.
5'7". He's got.
Oh yeah, Conker's got a lathe. Can you believe that?
I would love to have a lathe, a metal lathe.
Condition too from the laboratory.
Me too, Steve.
Vinny says, Mick, can I contact you on Pete Frowder's site? Your admin, yeah. Just give Pete a message. He's my admin, yeah.
Anybody watch Road King?
Yep.
805.
Not yet. No, not yet.
Oh, that guy can. Oh, he works on old stuff. So with old stuff, I mean, like 50s and 40s and 30s, you can make parts on the old stuff. So,
Yeah, he's only in Jersey, right down the block from us.
Look, if you watch Musty, and there's this other channel that came up about, they're working on homemade tractors built from scratch using car parts and scrap metal. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pate's Performance says, "What's in the bottom drawer, Bruce? Pack it up, Jason."
No, that's her. No.
The big drawer?
He'd be asking for
No.
I don't wear Crocs. I don't want to see the bottom of it.
No, Bruce. Bruce, the other bottom drawer.
Oh, that's
Bruce, you are missing. Bruce, you're missing the point. That's not what they're trying to do, mate. They're being crude.
I know.
It's a public service announcement for crack kills.
There you go.
Say no to crack.
You're not a bad bugger. That's why mate Bruce will take the mickey out of there. Thank Christ you got pants on, Bruce.
Yep. After a year and a half of COVID, I finally went and bought some new clothes.
Good lad. What did you buy? Anything good?
Jeans, and I have the best one on right now.
Yeah. Well. Apparently,
nice.
we're all still waiting for you to post them out.
You only bought one.
Hey.
I got them. They're.
Mick, put it on your wish list.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, apparently, the funny thing is, it must be an island thing, right? Because Bruce is like, yeah, I'll post it out to you, mate, no problem, right? But it must be like a Canadian island where, like, the Canadian islands don't post out to the UK. Maybe it's that.
It could be.
See, that's why Steve has Teespring do his dirty work for him.
That's
right.
Ordered
exactly. T-shirts, guys. I only ordered. Hey, there's Henry.
Henry, what are you going into surgery? What are you doing?
Check him out.
Dr. Henry.
Yeah, he's doing tonsillectomy at 3:00.
Pathology.
Hang on, your microphone ain't very good, Hank.
No.
Your microphone's shocking.
Bad.
Hold on.
That's it. Don't touch it. Oh no, you had it then.
Yeah, it sounded better there.
I love that sticker. I love his sticker. That's a nice sticker. Yeah.
So say again, Klaus.
I say I love Hank's sticker.
Yeah.
His logo. I love it.
To be fair, Bruce has got a nice logo, but no one's done it yet.
It's on my background.
Okay.
That's my business card.
So you copied it and pasted it. We're just waiting for the
Well, I'm never going to get one. So
we're never going to get one.
Hey, okay. They're right there.
Does that sound any better?
No, that's even worse.
I got 100 of them right there. Yeah, I have. Yes, I'm guilty. I haven't sent them.
I mean, you're like when I first come in. Sounded like when I first come in.
Henry, when you went in for your procedure, did they put the microphone up somewhere where they shouldn't do? Henry, I'll kick you out and come back in again, buddy. All right.
Henry, unplug it and plug it back in.
That's what I say to Mrs. P every night. Right.
I knew that was.
It's in that bottom drawer.
It's in that bottom drawer.
You know what? The problem is there was no resistance, so it went right through him.
Oh my Lord! Oh, what is a welcome?
Hey, what do you think of this, Steve?
Whenever the pates come to play, it always goes this way, doesn't it? Have you noticed that?
I have never tried that beer, Bruce. The cocaine.
Well, when
here it comes.
When you get to Alberta, we'll share one.
Yeah.
Try that, Hank.
Testing 1, 2.
Still rattling.
No. What's it sound like?
Overmodulated.
Sounds like you're being castrated.
Sounds like a pieces of feces.
How about this? Any better?
That's it.
Okay, let's go for this.
That's good.
Now it's better.
Yeah,
But now we can't see you. Oh,
Yeah, where'd I go?
Oh, no, I got you.
Where's that camera? Where's that camera? Oh,
Get a
Where's
13-year-old
that camera?
kid in
Where's
there.
that camera been?
Yeah.
I'm not telling.
Henry, you need to have another Coke and beer. That's all it is.
Yeah. Let's see. Still dark. What the heck's going on?
You at least
well.
sound better. You don't look anything, but you sound better.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on.
Take your thumb off the lens.
Does the camera share the mic?
No, I got rid. Oh,
Take your thumb away from the lens, buddy.
my thumb was on the lens.
Hey, give him
That
a break,
sounds
Mick. He's
better.
almost 100. Come on.
Henry,
Yes,
what
sir.
was it? It sounds better. What was it?
It's this microphone and camera I bought.
Oh.
Was that on Mick's wish list?
Like he knows what that is. Like he knows what that is.
put it on Mick's wish list.
It's a magic block.
Yeah. Well, you know, I sold the machine today. Not the one I was. Not the one.
The John Deere.
No, not the John Deere. He came for the John Deere, but he bought the Craftsman with the plow on it, with the Kohler.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We're getting snow in a few months.
Yeah, so he bought that. I had to deliver it because it didn't fit on his truck, of course.
Yeah,
right.
Local guy.
That's okay. Did you charge for delivery, or you work that into the price?
Oh, I got an extra delivery fee. Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
lad.
And so you should. So you should have, yeah.
I am amazed, Henry. I'm amazed that you got your ass out of a chair and did something today. Good on you.
Yeah, but Mick, you should see his new trailer. He's got a beautiful new trailer.
Oh, have you been
video
spending money?
I gave away my pickup truck. I sold it for $500. Had
You see-
450,000 miles on it.
You see, this has only happened ever since you got yourself a new cap. That's see now you just upgrade. You'll be buying a hot rod next.
It's stuck on there. I can't take it off.
Mick delivers some pre-installed with super glue.
Yeah.
It's not super glue. well, all I'm saying is Steve's hair was poking up earlier on today, so you figure it out. Has anyone seen that? Has anyone seen that video? Anyone seen that movie? There's something about Mary. That's all I'm saying.
I did see that movie. That's pretty funny.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh, Mick, come on.
Oh, the pennies
You just got that, huh?
You know what? Dirt's right on this. What was the missus thinking of filming me in a video and not wearing any clothes? And then the reflection of the freaking door picks her up. What's wrong?
Are you saying to me that you did a video and your wife was walking past a glass and just a towel on? I didn't notice that.
She was holding the camera.
I didn't notice that.
I didn't notice that either.
Time to film a mirror.
To be perfectly fair, you were grassed up. Ken said, "Go over there and watch the Pate's video. Chrissy's naked." So
I'll be right back.
Immediately, Ken had 45 in the house, and numbers dropped to 2. It was just Ken and Mr. Briggs there. Everyone went over to the Pate's.
Yeah, talk about what an editing nightmare that was. And I was tempted to put Steve in the video, but instead I chose somebody else. I already put Steve in a video covering up something. Every time something happens, I can't keep putting Steve in.
How much do you have to strip out of the video?
She was actually getting dressed behind that door. I saw it all.
Link, please.
Yeah. Hey, here's a picture of that lighter.
That makes more sense.
Is what, Hank?
That's the plow I just sold.
Where are you?
What a unit, man. Jesus, look at those tires. That's a garden tractor.
Yeah.
New one.
And there's the trailer right next to it.
My God.
Nice.
Yeah, really cool.
That was
the
the trailer was
setup I
built
have on
by
the
the
little
Amish.
Hey, Henry, why are you wearing scrubs? I got to ask.
Because these things dry faster. It's so hot out there, you know, you sweat up. This stuff, it actually.
I'd rather see a man in scrubs than Crocs. I'll put it to you that way. You go, Henry. You go.
Yeah.
You know what? Wait till you get a little older there, Jason. You'll be wearing Crocs.
No. I have the missus. She'll just dress me. That's what they're for. That's what they're for.
Hey, I am now 65. I can dress however I want.
So, because I'm partially colorblind, she picks out some of my clothes. I'm not afraid to admit that.
Okay, so is it green and red you can't see?
Shades. That's why before I met
That's a good one.
Before I met my wife, I had a lot of dark colors and I had pre-picked outfits.
Oh, now I have to hit Mick with a copyright infringement.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, little sticker in the back.
That's the only way you're going to get a Steve Saloon shirt there, Mick.
Yeah.
It's the only way I'm going to get one. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
What did you say about copyright infringement? What did you say?
Oh, there I am looking over your shoulder again.
Hey, Steve, I got a thing from your company where you sell the shirts. I could get 10% off.
Because you have to mention Mick's name?
No.
Well, forget. Just don't wear anything. Apparently, the missus thinks it's okay. No shirts needed to be on YouTube. The clothing's optional.
Hey, on that note, honestly, a serious question, Kenny. The hoodie that you got, did it shrink when you washed it? Did it shrink at all?
No, not really. Not really.
No, it was tight when he got it. It was tight when he got it.
No.
I just wish I got black instead of white. I thought I got black, but I got white.
I was surprised. It looked like lycra on him. It was a bit tight. And I don't know, Jason, what you mean? Jason, you can't whinge anyway. The only reason you don't do T-shirts is because I don't do T-shirts in age 9 to fit you.
Hey, they don't even
Get me a bib. Get me a bib.
Jason doesn't have an emoji.
I got a confession. I'm packing 15 from COVID.
You are you really?
Yeah, I broke 200 this last month.
Wow.
But the question I would ask, Bruce,
I'm a little guy.
I'm 7 pounds from 200. I'm losing weight. I'm trying.
The question I would ask you, Bruce, is did you have fun packing it on?
I did.
Because I'm telling you, I was watching your mate Steve-O the other day. He was making homemade jams. You see that video?
Yeah, Steve-O, yeah.
Yeah.
He's bringing me a jar.
Yeah.
We have happy hour every Wednesday, and he's going to bring me a jar next week.
Well, tell Steve-O to bring 2 and post 1 over.
Okay.
That look quite nice.
Hey, Mick, all I know is I spent the most money ever on this sticker. Okay?
Yeah.
I know.
What a rip.
I can't believe you bought that.
What a rip.
You know? Well, most channels give them away, but, you know. This was one semester of my kid's college.
I just do it easy and get them to email me it, and then I get Laura to make them.
They're coming.
Hey, Ken, just photocopy that a couple times and send one to Mick.
Right, Bruce.
Yeah.
All right, proceed.
Guys, take a screenshot. Take a screenshot, guys, because you're never going to get
all
your
you're going
arse
to
on it,
see.
I'm telling you. In fact, Bruce has now been leveled, if not overtaken, by this man here for stickers. That's how hard it is to get stickers out of Ian Matthews. You ain't got a chance to get one out of Bruce. I'm telling you, it ain't never going to happen.
Ian even has a newer one, a new and upgraded one too.
You won't see that.
No, I've made a deal with Mick and Ken so I can ship them out of Canada and not to each individual. But there's still a few guys that you guys don't know. So Mrs. P and I are going to sit down and do this one of these years.
What did you get the
One of these
scissors and cut
years.
them all out individual?
coming right up.
Mick,
I gotta go.
No,
just
you know
get
he's
him to
gonna do?
email him to me.
Bruce,
and I'll make you one.
If I send you silly
there
putty,
you go. Look, there you
will
go,
you
Bruce.
make
If you
one with the silly putty?
Bruce, if you just email Mend It Man your design, Laura's got her own stickers and she can just print them all off.
Oh,
Save you the postage.
Save you the postage.
okay.
There you go. Do that. That's brilliant.
What-
And then,
what a
And you know
do
what?
that,
Oh, I haven't. Have we met, Mend It Man? Have we met? I don't think so.
I've commented a few times on your videos over the
Right.
years. And
I've
I
seen
have.
that.
Well, I might have met you before. I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think I've seen you on this stream before.
Not on this
No.
stream. I'm only one of Mick's first ever streams I was on, weren't I?
Pardon me.
Yeah.
His first ever ones.
Luke started following me during my very first video days, just to take the piss because my videos are crap, or they still are.
I never said that.
Well,
Yes, I've seen your comments on my
not in-
videos,
not
and
in
I still
so many-
answer every comment.
Not in so many words, Luke, but that's how I took it.
Sorry.
And because we take the mick out of each other quite a lot, me and Luke get on really well. So we just hit it off. But Luke has been quiet of late. He's been busy gardening and all that sort of stuff. But now he's just realised that he can do videos really well. And he does some good videos. Go and check out Mend It Man. Fantastic channel. He sends stickers and T-shirts out.
Cheers.
He sends them out.
Your mic's working good now, Henry.
Yeah. We can hear what you're eating, Henry. It's working lovely.
I really want a Micks Mowers Scrubs shirt now.
Uh-oh.
What, Mick? Are you
Steve,
wearing Mrs. P's
Steve,
clothes again, Mick?
Steve, be careful what you ask for, Steve.
Yeah.
Hey, Mick, Sue works at a hospital. You can get free scrubs.
Yeah.
Brother, what do you think Sunday night is round my house anyway? It's just
Doctor and nurse.
Oh, can you?
Well, I'll tell you,
my neighbor's mowing. Is that getting into here too much?
Yeah, go out there and punch him right in the mouth, Bruce.
Yeah.
I can't hear anything.
Make your last two videos.
You wear these scrubs while you're working, you're gonna love it because they dry like that.
I bet you're right. Yeah.
Make your last two videos. I gotta say,
my last two videos
with Riley Boy in them.
Yeah.
That kid just puts a smile on your face.
Me too.
Yeah.
Puts a smile on my face.
I mean, the way he looks at you and the way he
loves you.
What a wonderful kid. Honestly. Yeah.
I agree. 100%.
And I didn't notice that until I saw it the last two videos where you had him on, and he's just
I love it when he goes ding.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
And then he goes.
Ding,
Micks
The problem is, gents, right? And thank you for that because I think some idiots, right? I think they think I bring him on as a bit of a boost to the channel and all that sort of stuff.
You're doing it for him.
And it's not, because if I sneak into the front room to go and get my GoPro and get my card, he's on his iPad, he's watching YouTube on the TV as well, and he goes, "You're doing a video?" I'm like, "Well, I'm just going to get set up." And he's into electric cupboard, and there's fuse boards and circuits and wires, and he goes, turns the old shed power on. He knows which breaker it is, turns the breaker on. He's down here, and I have to hang the key up because otherwise he's in here. He gets the chairs sorted out, and he's just on it, But if you look at him, right, and I had that when I was doing that overhead valve E-series Briggs the other week. I said, give it some pumps. He went straight down to that primer bowl, and he knows with a Briggs and Stratton E-series engine, it says 3 pumps, right? No, he'd give it 10 because he knows that they need 10 pumps to get them running.
I saw you chuckle when he did that.
Well, but yeah, because they always start third pull, don't they? That's just standard. But if you give them sort of 10 pumps, they start all right. But Riley Boy doesn't just like doing the videos. He likes being near me. He likes to be involved, and then he likes to go up into the house and he watch it, on the big screen. He's just so active with it, you know. And even like tonight, when I was setting up the live stream, he's on the TV in the front room, feet up, and he go, "What's that?" Because the live streams, he gets a bit over top. I'm like, "Well, yeah, Daddy's going to live stream at some point. What, tonight? Can I do it with you?" No, you can't. Got to go to bed. Can we do it tomorrow then? No, I can't do it tomorrow. Can we go on Ken's live stream tomorrow then? Yeah, we'll go and see Ken. Yeah, we'll go and do that. So he just, Riley Boy loves the community, man. Do you know what I mean? He's just on it,
Yeah.
and I can't.
Just the love he projects when you put him on towards you. It just puts a smile on. I don't know about you guys, but on my face.
Yeah,
he puts a smile on. It's all the little antics that he gets up to, but some of the things you guys don't see, you know. And it's like the other week. I was doing a video, and we got to the end bit like you do, and look forward to you next time. And don't forget, you know, just about to say take it easy, and he went, "There's your dinner." I can't. He watches all you guys because obviously he's watching off of my channel on the TV, so he watches all you guys. You know, I'm surprised you don't get comments. You know, in fact, I think I turned comments off on that bit, but he enjoys it, man. It's what he lives for.
And it shows. It shows.
Yeah. He's been with you from word go on the videos, hasn't he? You know, from your first videos, he was there.
Well, yeah, because the idea is I learned very quickly, and there's quite a few on here on the panel and in the chat that understand that, you know, having a child with additional needs is one thing, but I'm not just teaching Riley Boy how to act in front of a camera, but I'm teaching him what's hot, what's cold, what's sharp, what you should play with, what you can't touch when licking fingers at the same time, and you know all that sort of stuff. So he's learning valuable life skills, and my hope is when I get to the grand old age, you know, when I'm right up there, I'm hoping that little Riley Boy be 35 years old, still have additional needs, but he'll be in here working away, earn himself a few quid, you know, repairing carburetors and doing bits and pieces and you know trying to do what he can do. So that's my dream, is that he actually, you know, takes it on, and he just loves it, man. We go out on a drive, we're going to pick a lawnmower up. He's out in the garden, he's pulling the pull cord, trying to get the man £10 off. You know what I mean? All the rest of it. He's a good lad. He's all right.
You know,
you
know what makes me smile when I see Riley on one of your videos. What makes me smile the most is because he looks like he is so happy to be there. He looks like he can't even contain himself.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I just got to let it go. I just want to laugh." And he just looks like he's so happy. You know?
He's about ready to burst. And the problem is that he hasn't appeared on lots of the videos of late, because when he's not in the mood, he's not a puppet. So you can't say, "Let's go and do it," because people want to see you. If he's not in the mood, he's just not in the mood. So I'm not going to push it. But of late, because he's been stuck at home, he's right in the mood. Now he's dancing in front of a camera, and he's going bloody bonkers.
I know. You know? Hey, Klaus.
Yes.
To Riley Boy.
Riley Boy.
Riley Boy.
Riley Boy.
Riley Boy. Riley Boy.
It's what it is, you know. And the good thing is a community. I'm not talking about the wish list stuff, you know, but people send him stuff. People always send him parcels, presents, jigsaws, and art and
Kinder eggs, apparently.
Kinder eggs, oversized T-shirts.
Oversized. He had that on last night, Ken, as a night T-shirt. He had that on last night, you know.
Like Steve said, he can't. When he undoes a gift, you can see he can't hardly contain himself. He's so excited.
You want to see him at Christmas. At Christmas, he's like a Tasmanian devil waiting to kick off. I'm telling you, he is flat out.
It must take a few days to slow him down afterwards, eh?
Well, yeah, and this is the thing. We went to take him to the zoo the other week. In fact, we did go to the zoo, and we didn't tell him until about 3 minutes before we were due to leave, because otherwise, if you tell him 3 days in advance, he's already up there. So he was cool. You know, on the way there, we only went about 45 minutes up the road. It was cool. When we got there, he didn't want to go in. He was adamant he weren't. He didn't. I hate you. I hate you. I'm not going in. You know. But that's just the syndrome. You know. So once you all that is the exciteness coming out. That's all it is. You can't control it. So anyway, we took 5 minutes. Mum and Nana went out the way for a bit. I had a bit of a chat with him and cooled him down, and next thing he was chasing leopards round the field, so he was happy with that.
Yeah,
it's just what it is.
You can't stay up like that all the time. Like they're
hell no, Bruce. Hell no, Bruce.
Stay down all the time either. So he goes through that line all the time, where we could probably have a little more even bump along the road, right?
Yeah, when Riley spikes, I've only ever seen Riley have two proper what I call meltdowns. Okay, he's only ever had two. They have a meltdown or a tantrum. A tantrum, you can deal with tantrums, and that's predominantly what he has. He had one meltdown 4 years ago in Birmingham in a hotel, which lasted 8.5 hours. 8.5 hours of solid abuse, self-harming, biting himself, scratching his face, banging his head, all that sort of stuff. 8 hours of that, but he came out of it, and there's nothing you can do. You can't soothe, you can't reward, you can't distract, you can't do any of that because it's a out of body experience.
Did he sleep for about 8 hours after that?
He slept for about 14 hours. The next day, he slept. Yeah, gone. It's very similar. It's very similar to like a seizure in many ways. And apart from that, he has his tantrums now, which are some of that is not syndrome related. Some of that is just a 10-year-old boy, and you got to try and pick that out. So, but all in all, he's just a loving little lad, devious as they come. He's got Nana wrapped around his little finger. But he's just happy in the workshop, man. Every night I give him a kiss goodnight, tuck him in, give him a teddy bear, and he just say, "Do a recording in the morning, Daddy." Yeah, we do a recording, mate. We do a video. So I've got to find content. Sometimes I have to pretend I'm doing a recording. I've got no content. I just turn the camera on.
That's what daddies are for.
Exactly. Oh yeah, without a doubt. If ever you guys ever meet him, you just instantly you just get cuddles. Even if you're not a cuddly person, you're going to get cuddled. It's as simple as that. It's going to happen. And I know when he met Pete Froud, we went to go see Pete pick up some spare parts and what have you. He's never ever met Pete before because Riley felt comfortable with me and what have you in the garden. Yeah, Riley was straight over there, grabbed hold of Pete's leg, give him a big bear hug for 20 minutes. It's just the way he is.
Is he back to Conquer?
Oh, he absolutely loves Conquer. Absolutely dolts on him. And Conquer's got a be a bit careful here. Conquer has a disability, that's all I'm going to say. Okay, and unbeknown to Conk, he was walking up the garden, and Riley boy was behind him taking the piss. I could see it. I said to Conquer, "Have you seen that?" And he went, oh, "Little git," and there was Riley boy giving the old big limp sort of thing, over exaggerate. But that's just what Riley do. He's just Riley got no filters, So if you've got a weakness or you've got something about it, he's gonna tell you about it.
I thought you were gonna say Riley was
he loves Conquer. As soon as Conquer turned up, he was in Conquer's car, in there straight away, give him a cuddle, see how you doing, went through his pockets, he had a Kinder Egg in his pocket, which he did have. It's just what it is. He's a loving child, and if ever you get children like that, all children are loving, right? But when you get one with no filters, they're brilliant. They're absolutely brilliant.
Well, to be fair, Conquer is a big, huge teddy bear, isn't he?
Exactly that. Exactly that. And it's just great to be around it. And don't forget, I've got three boys of normal ability. And one of them turned out to be gay, which is absolutely fine. I've got no problem as a father. He wants to be gay, but I embrace that. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
So that was my first challenge, so to speak. To accept all that sort of stuff. But then when you have a child with additional needs, the first thing they teach you. When you have a child with additional needs, the first thing that child teaches you is patience. That's the first thing they teach you.
Wow,
because you've got to slow it right down to what you're used to, Steve. Literally, if you say to your missus, "I'm going down the road, go and get 4 cans of beer, back in a minute," I can't do that. I can't do that because he has to come with me, which means I have to get his shoes on, get his socks on. We have to then pick up his cuddlies, bottle of juice. Oh, don't forget the iPad. Bring that with us. Jump in a van, buckle him up. He's got to come with us. I've got to hold his hand, and it's just. Everything just takes that much longer. So you just have to learn to be a little bit patient with him, and eventually he has a little miracle every single day. Something happens, a little miracle. Something you got to pick it out. You got to find it. But every day he teaches me so much, man, so much.
What do you mean by that? Can you give us an example? I'm just really curious.
So something could be as simple as for Riley. Being able to unscrew or screw on a bottle of juice. something simple.
Yeah, every day is a new discovery.
Yeah, it's for little things. So maybe let's just say I go onto Netflix, right? I have a code to go onto Netflix, a security code. Right, only has to see you do it once, and 3 days later you go bomb, done. Picks it out, you know.
And there goes all your data.
Without a doubt. It's just for little things, you know. If I said to Riley, if I'm out here in the garden, go and get me a 3/8 spanner. He'll come in and get the 3/8 spanner. Do you know what I mean? Because he'll spend 2 minutes trying to find 3 and 8. He'll try and find it, and he'll dig it out. So it's just for little things, Steve. It could be literally learning to cut his food, to hold his fork correctly, you know, to not touch the hot tap, and all those little things that you and me would take with our children just for granted, you know.
Yeah.
So it's always just the little things. But every day there's something goes on, or a new word comes out that is not ever pronounced before, and a brand new word comes out, and you get that for the next 3.5 months. But it's just it's the little things. Bruce understands, you know, you have to be a bit patient, and everything comes eventually, you know. So many parents, I think, in this day and age, they're after what they call the perfect child, you know, and everyone wants their child to exceed and do really, really well. And I think the truth of the answer is every child does really, really well. You know, as long as you're a bit patient, they're a bit like a plant. They need a little bit of water, a little bit of feed, a little bit of love. You know, and if you give all that, they all turn out all right in the end. You know.
Yeah.
You want your child to reach their potential.
Exactly.
And for Kimberly, it's different potential than her sister.
Yeah.
But the plateau is the same.
So you reward him with your Amazon card. I understand. He goes and buys it.
Trust me, Riley gets more rewards than he should get. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. But I'll give you an example. Riley boy goes to an additional needs school, which is a fantastic school. He wasn't in the right environment at first. The environment wasn't quite set for him, and one day he had a bit of a wobble, and they had to evacuate the entire class, and it took 3 teachers to pin him down, to hold him down physically, had to stop him hurting himself. 3 teachers to hold him.
Have they got a quiet room? Do they have a quiet room, Mick?
Not at the time, Bruce, but we got him moved to the autistic spectrum disorder department, and moved him in there. I didn't think it was the right thing to do, but the teachers think it did, so I went along with it. So he's now in a class with 5 other children. That's it, and they're all autistic, right?
Really?
And a year ago, not one of those children in that class spoke 1 word of English. Didn't speak. Lots of autistic children don't speak. Okay.
Kimberly does not speak. She parrots, like when you guys say hello. She goes hello, but she doesn't. She's not there.
So this year, apart from COVID, of course, when we went back to school, in his report it said Riley boy has now developed a brand new community within the class. All of the children are now asking, "Can I play with Riley?" These other kids are now all talking. "Hi, Riley. Nice to see you. Can you come and play with me?" And they're all talking because Riley just don't shut up, you know. So now he's got this little community in there, and his little schoolmates, they love him, you know. And it's
he must take that after his dad.
Oh, definitely.
I thought you said it.
But you see, in the other environment, Klaus, all the other kids were all talking, and Riley was behind, so therefore he couldn't keep up with the other kids.
No.
But now Riley has a forward step on them. The other kids are now learning from him. It's a wicked thing, man. It's a wicked thing.
Do you think you've helped him, involving him in the videos with all that sort of thing, to sort of bring him out a little bit more?
Yeah, get him out of his shell a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, hell yeah. And someone once said to me, "Never unpack something that you can't put back in the box." Have you ever heard that expression? Yeah. He is now 100% unpacked. I can't put him back in that box. He ain't never going to go in there.
No.
You know? But bearing in mind, Riley didn't walk until he was 2, and he didn't speak a word of English until he was 4.5. Because he was diagnosed at 4. We then taught him Makaton sign language at the age of 3.5 onwards, and he then started talking at around about 6. and it's all broken English. We've backed up sign language. So me and Mrs. P and Nana, we all went to like a night school and learnt sign language as well, so we can communicate with him. And since we started doing that, and he was in the right school where they all use sign language, even the caretaker and the bus driver and the kitchen lady, they all speak sign language too. All of a sudden, Ryder Boy was coming home with his new signs and his new words that he had learned, and all of a sudden, he's now tracing his name on paper as well, so he's holding a pen correctly. And these are the miracles, Steve. You know, at 10 years old, he's now able to follow the dots on his own name. You know, 3 years ago, that ain't never going to happen. Never going to happen. You know, so it's a little miracle every single day. You just got to find it. You know,
that's awesome.
It is awesome, and it shows just in those few seconds that we see him on a video. It shows. It's
you wait till you meet him. I tell you, you're a little typhoon.
One day I will. I'll bring him a primer bulb.
Okay, he's going to say, "What am I supposed to do without the insertion tool?"
I'll bring that too.
And I gotta go.
It probably just say, "Daddy, where shall I stick it?"
Yeah.
And I can tell him. Right. Anyway, it's 9:05. I got to go because Mrs. P's got work tomorrow. She'll be in her
didn't want to break up the party, but I gotta go too.
Yeah,
cool, Bruce, I'm going to, and so I'm going to get Mrs. P to get me an extra set of scrubs tomorrow to get my label printed on there.
And I need
logo
a
on
shoe
SD.
size.
So, yeah, that's coming.
I need a shoe size.
Good.
How are we doing for thumbs up and thumbs down? We've got 86 thumbs up and 3 lost souls at sea. So give us some more thumbs up if you can. Be much appreciated. I'd like to get to 100 thumbs up before I leave the stream if I can. And I'll catch you on the next one. So next week, obviously, I'm going to a funeral for Mr. Butler to go and see Gary and the family over there. Yeah. And I shan't be doing no video in nothing. I'm going to support the family, so I'll go over and see them, and then I'll be back by Tuesday, Wednesday, and I'll be if I can catch up with any comments, whatever you guys have got, I will do. But it's going to be a bit of a slow start to the week. But take it easy, guys. Look after yourself.
Yeah, good stream. Cheers.
See you later.
Bye.
Guys, thanks.
Bye.
I can get out on Wednesday. Yes.